Are you ready to become yourself? For years, dozens of people from all walks of life have turned to this one man, Leslie Tanner, desperate for the tools to reshape their life in our raised, godless world. Utilizing a unique blend of good-natured humor and brass tacks education, his innovative approach has helped innumerable people reach new levels of consciousness and personal power. Leslie Tanner, a controversial but selfless and massively influential figure, defies categorization. Since he and his life-changing program rose to fame, the expert class has desperately attacked him as a clown, snake oil salesman, or predator, attempting to silence him precisely because he is so effective at helping others become happier and more powerful in their own lives. From the most challenged, the mentally ill, handicapped, women, and mentally retarded, to the most successful athletes, entertainers, business owners, medical doctors. Regardless of your station, Leslie Tanner has committed his life to giving you the tools you need to transform your life. So, are you tired of being in near constant emotional and physical pain? If you could snap your fingers and have $1 million, would you do it? Is there a you buried deep inside whose power and will yearn to be expressed?
It's a whole life-changing program.
If they get half of what I got out of this program, they're going to have a much happier life.
It was fun. I really loved doing the program. I loved learning about myself. It was just amazing.
So if you have an interest in transforming your life once and for all, come along. I have so much to show you. In a moment, you'll have the opportunity to call the number you'll see on the screen and speak to me, Leslie Tanner, directly. Together, we'll tackle the most critical issues related to unlocking your true individual power and reaching your fullest potential. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Explorations.
My dear explorers, it is utterly fantastic to be with you. Our first stream of 2024, if you can believe that. Getting this year started off on the right foot. I could not be more excited to discuss with you, to explore the importance of wasting time, lowering our standards, and sharing the light of that waste of time with those around us, calling them to the light. That and much more tonight on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Good evening, my explorers. It is wonderful to be with you all. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the program with which we explore the universe both inside and out to unlock and unleash the power within us, the power that is coursing through our veins as we speak. The true path of becoming lies in wait before us as the red carpet unfurls below. Namaste to JJ Plays Pog hitting us with that prime. I noticed that you gotta be you know it's way too early. I gotta put you on hold. Namaste. Let's scoot my chair back. Namaste. And so, guys, as we file in, as we get excited, as we focus our energy up for the night, let's congratulate each other for beginning a brand new year in the presence of each other. 2024. Namaste. Namaste to each and every single one of you. It's fantastic to be with you. Utterly goddamn fantastic. Pardon my French, but I'm just so excited to be here, part of this project, part of this energy. The gift of watching all of you blossom in and of yourselves to nothing, from nothing, for no reason, only to die. It is an absolute gift for me to participate in that. And yeah, maybe provide some tools along the way via Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, the host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Namaste. It's great to see so many names in the chat already. I see Cherish. I see Ham Planet. How are you, Ham Planet? It's also good to see Mish. Good to see you, Blocks Bunny. Hype. Oh, we got a hype train. Oh, girl, we got a hype train. Oh, Lord, we got a hype train. Namaste to us. Namaste on a Thursday, as they say. Namaste. Let's keep going. Level 1. That's very exciting. Also, I want to I want to send a thing. So I want to shine a lot of Craigulators hitting for that 23rd month in a row. Almost 24 months. If you can believe that. Almost a full 2 years with the program from Craigulators himself. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much, Pants O'Clock. I really appreciate that. I really do. I really appreciate that. This is my sort of it's a different outfit. It's my sort of leisure coat for the weekend primarily, but I also just can't find my navy blue turtleneck. It's somewhere in the world that I can't find it, and maybe I will find it one day, but maybe it's gone forever. And that's something that I need to deal with in my life on a personal level. Is I need to be ready for that. I need to be ready to say goodbye, as we all need to be ready to say goodbye to that which we love the most, and design our existence around that loss preemptively, to tap into that source power as we reach for that next level, as we reach every day for that next level, as we climb that mountain, climb the mountain to that mountaintop, to that next level, that we can see, that we can feel, that we can hear, we can taste. As we climb, we must remember that which we will lose. We're going to be losing our husbands. We're going to be losing our wives, our parents, our brothers, our sisters, our friends, everybody. And that is where our power will lie. That is where our power will lie as the world unfurls, as I said before. Namaste. VJ Cat, it's great to see. It's great to see you. Great to see you as well, VJ Cat. Namaste. So Mote It B hitting us with that sub for the second month in a row. Namaste to you, So Mote It B. Welcome. I'm so glad that you found. I'm so glad that you found some energy here with which to plug into your life, to expand that, to allow the energy here and the progress and the plan, the tools here that we put into practice every single time we stream. I'm so glad you can find a place in your life. So Mote It Be. Namaste to you. Thank you so much for the subscription. Yeah, there's Aeon Mix. There's one person on the line right now. One person on the line. They got in early and they're waiting. I told them, listen, I got to get through my business. I've got a line of business to get through at the top of the stream. This is the first stream of the year. Of course, that's what I said, and now they're waiting and wait. They're waiting behind, and we're going to see how that goes. Namaste. This hype train is running away, almost level 2 already. Gosh dang almighty. Thank you so much for those bits, JJ. Namaste to you. That one single bit, 6 bits from Nilbo Gite. Thank you so much, Nilbo Gite. Really appreciate that. Namaste. Old Man Doom with that single bit. Hot dog, single bit. Namaste. Thank you so much. Namaste. So how is everybody? How's everybody? How's everyone doing tonight? Before I get into tonight's theme, I just want to do a quick little dipstick. I want to put my finger inside of you, each of you, spiritually speaking, and I want to get a sense of temperature, is what I do. That's what I'm thinking about right now, and that's what I want to do right now. Namaste. 100 bits from VJ Cat, moderator VJ Cat, throwing 100 bits down. VJ Cat says, Happy fucking New Year. Namaste to you, VJ Cat. Getting started with that potty mouth, ready to have fun. Namaste to you, and I thank you for your energy this evening and your attention to detail as far as your duties and obligations are fulfilled as a moderator. Namaste to you. Blessings to you and yours. And thank God the holidays are done, right? Thank God that is over. Oh, my Lord. I feel as if my spirit just passed. I was constipated, and it passed the densest, like barbed wire in a turd that just refused to come out. The turd itself had teeth, and if you can imagine that, imagine a turd with teeth dragging its teeth across the insides of your colon and bowels and what have you. Namaste. That's what it felt like, and praise Praises on high that is over with. Namaste to us. Vixen Vina, namaste to you. The program does work. Hitting that single bit, and also saying that program works because it does work. Those of you that are new here, you might be tuning in, looking down your glasses, looking down your nose, being like, what? What is this? What is this business? And why does everyone keep saying the program works? Does it in fact work? What is the program, and does it in fact work? Namaste. Namaste. On a communal vision from P. Chops. Exciting to read this perspective. New year, new turd with teeth. Namaste. That's so funny. So that's an example of yes and in improv of this class that I've taken a couple. I'm not good, but I did take a couple classes. It cost me about $18,000. And it actually made me less funny, believe it or not. $18,000. I met a lot of people that I did not care for, and I am markedly less funny. And I honestly wasn't that funny to begin with, to be honest with you. I don't have a lot of comedic, creative, artistic talent, but I was like, hey, what the hey, why not? Let's have some fun. Let's do something a little outside my comfort zone. I signed up for these improv classes that advertise, the likes of these celebrities. Namaste. But one of the first things they learn you is this business about yes anding. So if somebody says, I'm in a car wash, and you're the scene partner, you go, yes, you're in a car wash, and I'm a water buffalo. I love it in here. And scene. And that was an example of a pretty much perfect improv scene. And I did that. I did about I've done, I did, like I said, about 3 classes. It cost me about $28,000, and I met, you'd be surprised how many sexual perverts you would have met in such a short period of time, especially given their meek, short stature and their soft bones. You could tell from a mile away they're a bunch of soft-boned gentlemen. You could wad them up and put them in a bathtub. They'll soak up all the water because they got soft bones. Improv comedians, soft bones, not strong, but somehow still perverts. Namaste to them. Namaste. But yeah, also, so $400,000 in debt. A couple weeks, 3 weeks later, it was an intensive. It cost me $450,000, and I haven't said a funny thing since. I think I'm traumatized or something by it. Namaste. Well, listen. It's fantastic to be with you. It really is, right? We made it. We made it across the finish line into 2024. Here we are at the beginning of a new year, and what do we see around us? We see the same exact themes and refrains that we see every single year. We see the sickness, the absolute mental illness of hope, running rampant on people that we otherwise would respect, hoping for some positive changes in their life, hoping for improvements, hoping to refocus on their goals that they can accomplish and feel better about themselves. We see this year in and year out, and it is the most pathetic and sad display that we really, unfortunately, get to see this. We get to see this with the regularity that we do. So what I want to do, the last stream of 2023, what did we cover? Does anybody remember exactly what we covered? Does anybody remember exactly what we covered? Can anybody remind me of the last thing that we covered in 2023? Special extra points. Special extra points if you can remember and tell me. There we go. Wandering Jinn hitting that 3-point shot from the line. From the 3-point, whatever. I don't know how to play basketball. From the free throw line, hitting 3 points, and Namaste doing wonderful work in that respect. But what I mean to communicate by using this basketball analogy is that Wandering Jinn is exactly right. And giving up. So what I was doing at the end of 2023 with you all was sort of acknowledging that rise of hope, that noxious, disgusting, childish, pervert's hope. rising up at the end of the year. And I was like, okay, let's lean back, all right? What are we going to do to give up this next year? How are we going to acknowledge that the battle is lost before it started? How are we going to lay our goals in the dirt for the final time this year? What goals are we ready? How are we ready to look in the mirror and acknowledge that we are a loser and there is nothing that we can do about it? So that was the end of 2023. So as we get started in 2024, what I want to do with everyone is get into wasting time. So I realized that, I was at the bank. I had a kind of an embarrassing moment at the bank in which Leslie Tanner, used the program. I know. It's kind of funny how I can even be using the program here because it works so well. Do you know what I mean? Because it works so well here. The program does work, in fact. And we're going to go over the basic tenets to sort of initiate the new people that are here to get them abreast of exactly what it is that we do here. But before we do that, I want to get into tonight's theme, lay the groundwork for that which we will explore this evening, and that is wasting our time. Not just our time, though, wasting others' time. Now, I heard somebody in front of me at the line at the bank. They were yapping, right? They were doing a little bit of this, and I was sleepy. I wasn't watching my mind. I wasn't taking inventory of what was in my heart that day. So I saw this person in front of me in line at the bank, like you do, and they were doing this. Yep. Talking about, whatever. Talking about, whatever. Talking about whatever they want, whatever it is that was in their mind, started coming out of their mouth. And it just kept coming. And me, in my moment of piggish weakness, absolutely humiliating to catch myself internally saying the phrase, "Buddy, you're wasting my time." Now, can you imagine a more heart-rending phrase to hear in the empty caverns of one's mind? Buddy, you're wasting my time. Because underneath that, what is there? Wasting time. You're wasting my time. That presupposes that my time has value to be wasted. Phil Z, namaste. We have 100 bits coming in from Phil Z. Namaste to you, Phil. Would a proper metaphor be that they had diarrhea of the mouth? Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, And that is helpful to know in the middle of while I'm talking about the things that I'm talking about. Sort of just halfway through the sort of sermon that the lecture that I'm giving, is like you offer different analogies. So maybe a little off on the timing on that, but I appreciate the energy. Namaste. By saying that phrase, I admitted to myself that somewhere in some dark, damp, fetid corner of my mind and heart, I believe that my time is valuable. I nearly started crying right there, but I didn't. But I nearly broke down in tears, realizing that I, Leslie Tanner, somewhere in my heart, a heart that produces so much light for so many, still harboring that darkness. The darkness of self-worth. the darkness, that my time is worth something. So tonight, what I want to focus on, as we go into 2024, I want to take a step back while we are under fire. We are under fire by the pedophiles, jackals, rapists, and retards at the gates, clamoring their thick fingers against our tightly woven chain link fence of our community. And what do they yell through the chain link fence? They yell, I hope this year, new year, new me. I hope this year is going to be a good one. This year is going to be a good one. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to get a better car. I'm going to get a raise at my work. I'm finally going to take that class. I'm going to learn how to read. All of them, abysmal things to say out loud. Perverts. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to focus. How do we nip this in the bud? How do we squash that hope that rests in our hearts somewhere, lying in wait for us to get sleepy, for us to get irritable, for us to be depressed, and force us to demand value from the world around us? So we're going to waste our time. We're going to waste our time in 2024. There is no better use of time than absolute bullshit. Pardon my French. So when I open up the line in just a moment, what I want to hear from you all is ways that you already maybe waste your time. How can we expand that? How can we acknowledge the spiritual dead end of demanding value for our time? How do we acknowledge that spiritual dead end? Communal vision from Mr. Defoe. If you haven't started the year drinking gasoline, you're already behind. Now, Mr. Defoe is a very committed explorer, acknowledging something that has been critical here, part of the program for quite some time. Taking sips of gasoline. And that is absolutely 100% good for you. There's no downside to it at all. The health benefits that have been proven from studies that came out of, I think, both DeVry, Duke, and some place in, Malaysia or something. But you can take sips of gasoline. The Archbishop of England is coming to my town. How will this affect the community's vibrations? Give me a call. We'll get into that, all right? Because I want to put together a plan for you. Because you're already kind of showing yourself to be a leader in your community, keeping your eye on the prize. I prefer the taste of antifreeze, says Seventh Dragon Ball. Well, tomato. Some people say ketchup. Some people say ketchup. Some people prefer all the ketchup with it, which is abysmal. But namaste. Oh, I missed a communal vision from Night Year. Night Year, can you explain why Leslie Tanner showed up on Epstein's list? Well, we can all acknowledge exactly what that's all about. That's from about 30 years ago. If somebody wants to get into it, you can bring it up on a call. I'll get into it with you. Namaste. Night Year, you're pretty close. You're pretty close. Namaste. So listen, as you call up, I want to talk about how you're wasting time. How do we expand that? I want to talk about other ways, new ways that we can waste your time. And if you're ready, the greatest gift that you can give to these hopeful dumbasses, pardon my French, these lost children of hope, the greatest gift that we can give them, if we respect them, is to utterly waste their time. How do we do that? Let's get into the science of it. Let's make a plan. Let's share the light of explorations with Leslie Tanner. Namaste. Now, we do have a caller on the line, but before I get to them, I just kind of want to go do a quick little brush up of the 4 basic tenets, all right? Now, as we head into the calls, the lines will be open. I can't wait to hear from you tonight. We're talking about wasting our and others' time this year, getting this year started correctly. And as we do, there are some new people in here. I can feel it. I can feel some fresh energy in the chat right now. Namaste. So what we're gonna do is what we're gonna do is it's the okay. What we're gonna do is get into get into the 4 basic tenets as as a reminder of the foundation of this program. What is exactly Explorations with Leslie Tanner? Well, let's find out. So, guys, I've boiled everything that you need to unlock and unleash the power that courses through your veins as we speak and sit with one another. I've boiled it down to 4 basic tenets. A technology that is just as profound as it is simple, that is waiting there in the ground for you to pick up and change your life with it tonight. Let tonight be the night that you let your life change forever. Namaste. Now, first of all, we have to do the first step of the program. The first step of the program is my least favorite. It is excruciating. It totally sucks. Not good, but we have to do it, unfortunately. And that is relax. If somebody could hit relax for me, that'd be really helpful. Relaxing, you might be thinking, oh yeah, I know how to relax. It feels good. Wrong. That is stupid, and that is a weak thing to think. That is embarrassing. Never say that out loud again. Because now you know. Now you know that relaxation should be excruciating. It should feel like absolute doo-doo. It should feel like fingernails digging into the different parts of your body in a way that you don't like. Stepping on broken glass, eating real poop. And imagine that. People use the phrase, this smells like shit, right? Again, pardon my French, but I just wanted to bring that up. That phrase, it smells like shit. People say that. People say it all the time. Because when was the last time you had poop? When was the last time you had poop close to your face? When was the last time each of you had poop close to your face, right? When was the last time? Somebody tell me right now, when was the last time somebody had poop close to their face? ASY base. Now I'm going to say to you, great to see you. When was the last time you had poop close to your face? Now, it smells like shit. People say it all the time. But that's because what they're doing is something perverse, because poop really does smell bad, and that's why it's relaxing to have poop close. Just put a little bit of poop under your nose. Put a little bit on your upper lip. Get sweaty and put your finger in your inside of you and just wipe a little bit right here and breathe that in. Do not light a candle. Do not go for a walk. Close the windows. Close the doors. Put a hot, damp towel over your head. Poop over your upper lip and relax. Namaste. So secondly, second step of the program after we relax, what we will be finding is that thoughts and feelings will be flooding our mind and heart. Let me say that again. After we relax, what we will find is that thoughts and feelings will be flooding our heart and mind. And what's important before, a child would say, oh, I really want to say all that stuff. Not yet. You got a question. Are they your thoughts and your feelings? Is the sky purple? Maybe it's something like that. Maybe your fingernails got way too long and they have dirt under them. Maybe you have a fingernail growing over the tip of your penis. Or maybe your clitoris has several teeth or something. I don't know. These are important to question as we go into and forward through this stage. It's important to question these things. And as we question, I guarantee you, it is at some point you'll be ready for the third. This is the most fun step of the program, but by far the most pointless, worthless step of the program, and that's and that's exactly by design, and that's Express. Thank you so much. Please be offended. Namaste to you. Now, as we express, much like this eagle, the eagle spreads its wings and expresses itself to leave the nest, find its food, find a mate, make love, have children, feed the children, and just have fun flying around. It can be very fun to express yourself, but at some point, as you pull on that thread, ASY Base, I think you can back me up on this. As you pull on that thread of expression, as you find yourself being reproduced, and you see it in front of you, and you are disgusted, and you are depressed, and it keeps going, and you keep doing it, at some point you will find yourself at the base of a mountain of dog ass, and that is your soul. That is your spirit. You'll realize it was for no reason. And once you realize that is when you finally move on to the fourth and final step of the program. Somebody go ahead and hit explore. Thanks so much, ASY Base. I appreciate that. Jessica, also, I'm sure you could back me up on this. Can somebody fucking hit explore, please? Thank you, please be offended. Appreciate it. Okay. So as we explore, I'm fucked up now. That took way too long. You guys have listened to me do this? You've listened to me do this long enough that you should know what's coming up next. If you know what the fourth step of the program is, there's enough of you that have been here long enough to know what the fourth step of the program is. So why don't you hit it when I'm getting there? I don't want to have to I can do it by myself. I don't want to have to do it by myself. All right, so I need some of you senior members of the community to step up a little bit. All right? I saw Craigulators clocking in almost 2 years in the program. Certainly Craigulators knows what's going on. Okay, so somebody go back to explore. Zulfikar, no, it's okay. You're new. You're still new here. Okay, explore. So as we realize that expression is pointless and we do it for no reason and it'll be forgotten as soon as we did it, that is when we are able to step into the universe, actualize. Actualize meaning we are able to embody the worthless and pointlessness of our nature and acknowledge the tyrannical nightmare of our condition. And we are able to freely explore this universe the only way you can. Namaste. So let's go ahead and open the line. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. We got someone on the line. I'm going to go ahead and go to that. Caller, welcome to Explorations. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
Hello? Hi. Can you hear me? Right, audible.
Yep, I can hear you loud and clear. I wouldn't
Wonderful,
say maybe loud
wonderful.
and clear. You sound kind of like echoey, as if the phone is on the other side of the room.
Oh, is this better?
Not really.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. Am I allowed to swear on here?
I mean,
I'm not, am I?
You
I'm
can,
sorry.
yeah, absolutely. You absolutely can.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. Is that your favorite swear?
You know, I've got a couple of favorite swears. I don't know about you, but I'm a prolific swearer in general.
Well, what's your name, caller? What's something I can call you tonight?
You can call me OV.
OV, as in ocular vagina or something like that.
Very true. Very true.
Wonderful. Okay, so OV, it's great to have you. Great to have you on board of the program. Is this your first time calling tonight?
It sure is. It sure is.
Wonderful. Well, welcome to the program, OV. What tonight drew you to call in? Early bird gets the worm, and you're the first caller tonight. You're setting the tone for the whole evening. No pressure. But what draws you in so early tonight, OV?
Well, specifically the topic, wasting of your own and others' time. I feel very equipped to talk about the subject because I am a known master of time.
Let's talk about it. What are some of your go-to ways? Because this is, first of all, it's great that we have you calling we have great. It's great that we have you calling so early with so much experience, Ov. So go ahead, take us through some of your basic ways that you waste your time and those of others.
Well, the important bit about wasting time is the time wasted per time spent. If that makes sense. So what I do is I perform a series of intricate herbal rituals in which I expand the temporal synapses in my frontal lobe, which allows me to absorb time at a much higher rate than other people. Thereby, I not only waste time that I'm wasting, I waste more time because I experience more time than others.
Wow, that's some Matrix level thinking. I love that. Have you ever seen The Matrix?
What's that?
It's the greatest film that's ever been made.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, so check it out. Check it out. The Matrix. It's now I will give you just a little bit of some expectations because it's one thing about this movie that it is a very high action, high octane, lots of kicks and punches and what have yous that are being flung in this movie, and it is very cool and very exciting. Do you like that kind of movie, Ov?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I can get myself into some action movies every once in a while. I've watched a few. I've seen Die Hard.
Yeah, okay, good. So, in the same vein, except there's more karate in this one. Do you like
I've
karate?
seen Enter the Dragon. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, there's not just karate, though, is what I wanted to tell you. There's this whole layer to the movie that has absolutely nothing to do with karate. It's like philosophy. It's about how reality is like not reality.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so you're in for a treat. I'm really excited, Ov. I'm going to give you, listen, first of all, you're already pretty good at wasting time. I have no idea what you said. It's hard for me to make sense of it because I got bored while listening to it. But I am going to give you this really important homework before we move on tonight. I'm going to give you this homework of going out and watching The Matrix as soon as you can, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, great. Well, listen, you were very patient in line, and this wasn't that long of a call, so
I felt it was appropriate that you wasted 30 minutes of my time on the wasting of time episode. I felt that was pretty spot on, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with the community before we move on tonight?
No.
Well, namaste. Ov, thanks for jumping in the deep end and calling up for the first time. Don't be a stranger, okay? You call back again.
Namaste. Will do.
Namaste. Wonderful. 708-240-8953. Wasting your and others' time. Simple. They won't like it when you do it, all right? They won't like it when you do that. When you waste their time, they'll be upset with you. They'll ask you to stop. They might walk away. And yeah, let the leash out a little bit, but circle back around, touch base, and drill back down. Waste their time, F up their day, really make a muss of their whole situation, and until they learn. This will be a very hard-fought lesson for them, but they will benefit from it. Namaste. Jessica with the Communal Vision. Leslie, did you watch RHOSLC this week? No, I didn't even know there were new episodes. I think we canceled our subscription because that was the only show that we watched on that channel. Is Mish in chat? Namaste. Thank you so much for the bits, Night Year. Bless you and namaste. Night Year. Night Year. Yeah, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, an absolute masterpiece of a show. If you haven't watched it, it's special. Something special for sure. Namaste. Namaste. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. What's something I could call you tonight?
Hi, I was Bella on the chat earlier. I was calling. I contacted you about the Archbishop of England coming to my town.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's chat about that, Bella. Let's chat. So just to recap and go back over in case they missed that chat message, can you let the chat know what's going on in your community?
Yeah. So basically, there is this event called the Epiphany, and I'm not really sure if it's a Catholic or an Orthodox thing. I'm pretty sure it's an Orthodox thing because it's Greek, but you never know.
Right.
And the Archbishop of England, apparently, of some denomination, is coming to the town of Tarpon Springs, Florida, to partake in it. And, I'm just thinking about how it's going to have an impact on the whole spiritual situation in the area and those vibrations of it all.
Interesting. So what's Tarpon Springs like? Can you give me can we do a quick vibe check of that place?
Well, so Tarpon Springs is a Greek town. That's why they have that there. They're very famous for their sponges. That's honestly like the main vibe. Like they're very sponge coated. They got a lot of sponge vibes going on. Like they're famous for the sponge docks. You go down and there's like these docks.
That's
and
fun.
They sell sponges. Yeah.
That sounds like a fun little town to visit.
Yeah. It's like SpongeBob.
Well, I can't blame the Archbishop for visiting a fun little town like that. Sponges. Maybe you heard about the sponges?
Well, I mean, I'm sure he's heard of them. I think he came from this town, actually. Not really entirely sure. But, he's coming back for the Epiphany. And the reason that I was, concerned about the whole impact of it on the feelings in the area is mostly because, and this might seem a little silly, but bear with me, the Epiphany is basically where they throw this big, gilded cross into the bayou, into the water. And these guys coming out of, their church service, they jump in the water and they dive down and they try to find the cross, and whoever finds it and brings it up first gets a year of blessings for the churches from the church or something like that. And it's just giving me these really these vibes that are the conflict between nature and technology and religion and spirituality. Because all the time we have these manatees that live in these bayous, and they get hit by these boats. They get scarred up by the propellers, and I'm just getting the same vibe. I'm not saying that's going to happen to any of the contestants here, but it kind of feels like it's something that could happen, and it's just giving me really bad vibes.
Well, communal vision coming in from Mr. Defoe. I've got, can you trade in multiple blessings for a big miracle? Is there some sort of, what is the incentive of this blessing? Can you fill that in for us?
Well, what's funny about that is this guy, this Archbishop, is he apparently won it 40 years ago. So I can't really attest to the efficacy of the blessing, but I mean, this guy did get blessed, and he's the Archbishop now.
Okay. Well, listen, I mean this with all due respect to the religious in the chat right now. Now, a lot of you may find a belief in God in your life. You might be religious, and I am your ally in a lot of ways. All right, I think I would critique the godlessness of our modern world. We can speak at length about that some other time, but that is to say, I don't see you as an enemy, and I don't see you as completely delusional and what have you. But I do see you as sort of kind of pathetic. to have that relationship with God. Communal vision coming from 7th Dragon Ball. What is being said right now? I feel like we are just saying words. Dare I say, wasting my time, says 7th Dragon Ball. Well, we're going to wrap this up. Don't worry. We're going to put a bow on the 7th Dragon Ball because I see what you're saying, Bella. I see what you're saying, all right?
Yeah. Well, sorry to take your time up, and I'm sorry that you see me as pathetic, but you know what? I just appreciate being seen. So I very much appreciate your insight.
Are you religious? Are you Orthodox or Catholic or anything like that?
Not really, to be honest. I was just like thinking about, like, it made me feel bad because I thought about this whole thing happening, and then I thought about how all the manatees get hit by the boats, and that kind of made me feel bad.
Yeah, okay, so listen, quick little anecdote. Manatees, bummer. Yeah, I guess, I don't know about that. I don't know about Manatee's conservancy, so you're gonna have to call some other channel for that. But I would say, as far as these people doing this sort of stuff, one time I knew this family. There was 19 of them. They lived in one double wide trailer. They were referred to me by the court system because one of the cousins had gotten their 3rd DUI. So I came in, and I was supposed to do therapy with all of them, fix the situation. Now, what did I find there when I got there in the double wide with the 19 of them? An absolute incestuous nightmare fuckfest. It was disgusting. The total, like, between 19 of them, maybe the collective IQ broke 1,000. And so you've got a whole like den of for lack of a better word, and I mean this with 100% respect, retards. These people cannot be saved. They are lost in the pathetic machinations of their own mind and spirit. Now, if they want to throw out a gilded penis, a gilded cross, they want to climb up a tree and get make up a little ticket system and give themselves tickets and little jackets and patches and pins. That it is worrying, it is confusing, but at some point they're gonna go their own way, and it is not necessarily up to you to control them.
All right, well, thank you very much, Leslie. I really appreciate that, and your story about the incestuous retards really cheered me up, actually. I like imagining such wholesome, innocent ignorance in this world.
Yeah, me
so,
too.
I hope you have a good night.
In the moment, it wasn't. It didn't make me laugh in the moment to just smell what it smelled like in their trailer. But afterward, I definitely have had some laughs. So I'm glad we could share that, Bella.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Namaste.
Namaste.
708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. We're discussing wasting your and others' time. Now, this, Bella, I don't know if you're still listening, but this is a good example of wasting your own time. You have no control. You've already lost that battle. If you wanted to use that time maybe productively, maybe look in the mirror and realize, like, I've lost again. People that I kind of care about are going to do something very damaging and terrible to themselves and the world around them. And you're just a little peon. You can't do a goddamn thing about it. That would be productive, but in the sense that you're kind of spinning your wheels about these about these perverts doing what they're doing. That is truly wasting your time, truly embodying the theme tonight of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Is this the free competitive media share, Brian? GLHF. No, this is Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the program with which we explore and the universe, both inside and out, to unlock and unleash the power within. So that's what's going on here. Namaste. Where do you buy midget clothes? Asks Orca Star. Good question. Do you have an Oshkosh? I think they look great in Oshkosh. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. What is something I can call you tonight?
Oh, hi, Leslie. It's Mary Lou.
Mary Lou, welcome back to the program, Mary Lou. Everybody welcome Mary Lou back to the program. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. I gotta say, I'm doing pretty well. It's fun. It feels good to be back on the horse in 2024. Regretful that I missed a stream the other day, but we're gonna be making that up this weekend, this Saturday. But so it feels good to be here right now.
Cool.
How do you feel right now, Mary?
I feel okay. I'm doing the thing that I always do. I was thinking about, you know how sometimes you see guys and like you have like a friend and he seems totally normal and fine. And then like you notice he starts wearing hats like all the time. Like he's just wearing a hat. Yeah, hats. Like hats. Like sometimes he's got a ball cap or a stocking cap or like one of those flat top caps or whatever. Like he's just always wearing a hat.
Yeah.
And then eventually he shows up and he's just like completely bald. And you're just like,
okay, interesting.
And you're just like, how, like, what's even going on? Have you always been balding? Was I just not paying attention because you were wearing a hat? I don't know. I've just been thinking about that. Like,
how did you think about him? Let's pick at this a little bit. When you saw that bald head, when you saw that balding head, and now how long was the hair underneath the hat? Was it long hair on a bald head?
Okay, so like at first he had normal hair, just like a normal guy with normal hair. Sometimes it was a little bit longer, sometimes it was a little bit shorter, and he only really wore a hat like during wintertime.
Communal Vision, hold on one second. We have a Communal Vision from Orchestar. Wild of him not to wear a hat after all of that, though. Like, why are you all courageous all of a sudden?
Yeah, like what's going on? And I'm wondering, like, have you been balding this whole time and I just haven't noticed because you've been a hat guy? And now all of a sudden you're not a hat guy anymore because you've decided just to start shaving your head? How bald are you really? And was it a wig or was the hair also a hat? It seemed like normal hair, but people don't just go bald in the course of like a year, do they?
Not usually.
He doesn't have cancer. He's just some guy.
Did you ask him? Or just like a vibe call?
I did not ask him because I just don't like him very much. I mean, it's not that I dislike him. It's just I don't care.
We have a communication from Tifo. Have you gone into this guy's medical history? Is he a chemo patient? So, yeah, he kind of...
No, he does not have cancer. He does not have cancer, no.
And did you think about just saying, like, oh, God, do you have I hope you have cancer. Moisty Unicorn says, did he keep the hat on during sex or what?
No. See, like, that's how I know he doesn't have cancer, because that's the first thing I said to him when I noticed he didn't have any hair. I came up and I'm like, are you a fucking chemo patient or something? Do you have cancer? Like, what is going on?
Right.
And he looked at me like I was being rude. Like I didn't just walk into a room and he suddenly has no hair. What am I supposed to think? Of course, he's got cancer. He said no. And then he looked at me like I was being rude, but I think he's being rude. He's lying about how much hair he's got on his head.
Now this is what I want to get into. I want to kind of pick at the scab a little bit. Now, in your voice, I cannot, I can't look away from. I hear notes of betrayal in your voice. Do you feel betrayed?
I do. I feel betrayed by his bald head.
Okay, and then also you're kind of repulsed by his bald head. You say, ew.
I mean, yeah, he looks a little bit like a penis now.
Yep, like a penis.
Like a circumcised one.
Whereas
which is
before
weird.
he looked like a normal man that was telling you the truth.
Man.
But now he looks like he looks like a liar to you in the shape of a penis.
A liar in the shape. Well, most liars come in the shape of penises. Let's be honest. But yes.
Yeah, I've noticed some correlation, but yeah, I wouldn't push that correlation too far, because some people are they can lie to you, and they could be shaped like a pussy or something.
Really?
Yep, really. Seriously, I'm talking like any manner of pussies, like pussies that are shorn and tucked in, pussies that are hairy, have a triangle of hair. Like sometimes people have that widow's peak and it looks like pussy hair. They can be liars.
Yes. Like Wednesday Addams.
Like Wednesday Addams, perfect example. Evil incarnate. Mary, I just want to I want to congratulate you a little bit. I think I want to hold you up as an example. Now, when I asked you about this man with the bald hair, you were very forthright about how you felt about him, how you felt about seeing his bald head. Not only did you feel lied to, but you felt disgusted by the bald head. And I think that is tremendous for the community. Guys, if you're searching your heart, a lot of new people here right now, if you're searching your heart for where to begin the program, I want you to lean in to those things that you're hiding from yourself. Lean in to feeling better than those that you feel better than. Find someone that's ugly. Find someone that's fatter than you. Find someone who's dumber than you. Find someone who has less things than you, poorer than you, and just think about it, stew on it, and allow those feelings to sort of enter you. And you're a perfect example of it, Mary. I really want to give you credit tonight.
Wow. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you so much. It
Now,
took a lot of work to get this far.
Absolutely.
But I do.
Absolutely.
I agree. Find someone that you're better than. Not just someone that you think you're better than, but someone that you are provably superior to.
Yeah.
For me, it's not hard, but for some people, it might be more of a challenge.
Oh, big time. Yeah. I can think of a couple people in the chat. I've seen what they look like. I've seen what their lives are, and it's definitely going to be harder for them than others. And I wish you the best, but, it's a hero's journey. Now, Mary, as far as this program is concerned, wasting time, I kind of just wanted to pick your brain a little bit before we move on. Wasting time, what are some ways that you, Mary Lou, waste your time?
Well, for instance, I make friends with people who are lying to me about their bald heads.
True.
That seems like
okay, and that was a waste of time. And what a gift it was.
Yes, that's a waste of time.
In some sense.
And then I called you and talked about it, which is also kind of a waste of time because this person is stupid and who cares?
Dark Flames, namaste with the raid. I just wanted to thank Dark Flames for the raid. Bless you, Dark Flames. Namaste to you. I cherish you and I cherish your warmth that you've given us once again. Very committed explorer in Dark Flames. Shout out Dark Flames.
You had to explain to me what a raider was.
You what?
Because I'm stupid. I was like, you were thanking people, you're like, oh, they're raiding. And I was like, what's a raider? What's even happening? You were like,
was that early on?
You had to tell me. That was a long time ago.
Yeah. Oh, yes, that's right. I remember. That was like very early on.
Yeah, it was like 2 years ago.
I had basically just learned what a raid was myself.
Right.
At that point.
I just
I don't always know what's going on this website.
Well, at that point, I assumed you'd be an expert on it, but that was before I knew about, how evil experts truly are.
There you go. Well, and you just opened a whole new can of worms, Mary Lou. Oh, well, I wish we had more time to get into that on our call tonight, but I want to thank you for calling and being so generous with yourself this evening. Also, I want to thank you for your example of wasting time, and that you can befriend people that end up befriend some ugly people that hide it. And then you can catch them around the corner. They stop wearing their shapewear. They stop shaving. They stop, whatever it is. And you see them for who they are. You're disgusted, and you feel as if you wasted your time. Perfect example.
Yes. Yes. Well, thank you, Leslie, because I feel much better having spoken about my ugly friend and his bald head.
Namaste. I love that. I love that we can share that burden with you, therefore relieving you of the yoke of this solitary journey that you've been on all day. Mary, is there anything else that you'd like to share with the community before we move on tonight?
No, but thank you, everybody, and Happy New Year. And I'll see you.
Happy New Year. Namaste.
Whenever. All right,
namaste, Mary.
Bye-bye, Les.
Say it. Say namaste.
Oh, namaste.
I didn't hear you say it. Now you said it. Ah! Wonderful call. I forgot to turn this light on. Hold on. How's everyone doing? Saw Orchestar mention in the chat just a moment ago that Orchestar actually dated someone that they liked better with the hat, and she would go out of her way to put the hat back on his head. And I'll bet that made you feel good, Orc. Perfect example of finding someone that you feel you're better than, in this case, better looking, and kind of just give that a gift to yourself. Leslie, have you watched much Twin Peaks, says Mr. Defo. I have watched most of it. Is not Mish in chat? Some people only look hot in hats. That's true. How far do we get? That's right. I remember now. I wanted to savor it. So I was enjoying myself. Misha shared that we got to the end. We got to the last episode, and I didn't want to stop watching it. So I just didn't watch the last episode, because then I would have to stop spending time with these people that have become my friends. Mr. Devo, it is a show to be savored. That's what I'm saying. So we've been my temporary roommate and I, not Misha, have been savoring this last episode of Twin Peaks for probably about 3 years. Yeah. 5 years. Orchestar says, I love slapping hats off a person's head. Who else has done that? Has anyone else done that? Namaste. Uneasy Street. Welcome to the program. Namaste to you. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. It's great to have your energy and presence here. Namaste. We have a caller coming in. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. What's something I can call you tonight? I cannot hear you. Are you speaking? And hung up. Maybe we're going to call back in a moment. Lord knows technology can be very difficult to handle. So what a waste of time. Certainly, wasted my time really teaching me a lesson. And like I said at the top of the show, I need the lesson. I need it. I need the lesson to be taught to me again and again. I need to be looking for opportunities to brush up on this lesson. How to waste time. How to waste someone else. Next person who calls, I want to talk about how do we waste other people's time. All right? How do we waste other people's time? How do we acknowledge the spiritual dead end of demanding value for our time? And how do we share that light with others who are ready to hear it? All those with ears hear. All those with eyes see. Caller, welcome to Explorations. My name is Leslie, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. What's something I could call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, it's Genomatic.
Genomatic, how are you doing tonight?
Good, how are you?
Doing wonderfully. It's great to have you back on the program, Jen. Namaste to you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. That's what I just wanted to call and check and tell you that.
Just wishing happy tidings for the 2024.
Yeah, and the program works. I just wanted to let you know, and everybody.
Absolutely. And Jen, you're a committed explorer here. I could feel your message resonating with the chat. There's a lot of new people watching tonight, so I appreciate you stepping up and sharing just that simple refrain, but an effective refrain nonetheless.
Thanks, Leslie.
Absolutely. And did you want to leave, or can I ask you a question?
Yeah, ask me a question, please.
Jen, how do you waste time? Something tells me you waste a lot of time.
Oh, this, I mean, like a quick example.
Yeah.
So the program works. The last hotel I lived in, it gave me a staph infection. I've wasted a lot of time with a fever this week, Leslie.
So
I felt like that was a waste of time.
Living in the hotel before, it gave you dirty, it gave you a staph infection.
Yeah.
And there was, so you're saying that with the staph infection, as much of a blessing a staph infection can be, there was a point where it stopped feeding your soul with the relaxation that you needed, but it actually became a waste of time. You were done relaxing with a staph infection. You're ready for something new, but you couldn't do anything about it. Is that right?
That's right, Leslie. Yes. Yeah.
So worst comes to worst, if there's someone new in the chat looking for a way to waste time, Jen, you're suggesting, if worst comes to worst, you could always stay in a dirty hotel or just spend time where there's a lot of bacteria and get yourself a staph infection.
Yeah, big time does it. I did the experiment. It's true. Yeah.
You did say that again?
I did the experiment, Leslie. It's true. I'm always out here as a soldier.
A pioneer.
For the community, yeah.
A pioneer for all of us, Jen. I really appreciate you sharing that with us tonight.
Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste. You have a wonderful evening.
Yeah, I'm going to go lay down. Thanks, Leslie. Namaste.
Lay down. Namaste. Wow. Sounded maybe sick. Sounded a little forlorn. But you know what? Do you know what Jenna Maddock did? Ring-a-ding-ding. She rang the horn on Explorations because she knows that what we offer cannot be found anywhere else. And that if you have a few spare moments to check into a program that not only can, but it promises you, guarantees to change your life in real time, yeah, you're going to participate. Yeah, you're going to tune in. And yeah, if you have the energy, even if you're sick and sniffly and exhausted, you're going to call in. You're going to let the wave of transformation wash over you. Not Mish. I had a kidney infection once, and that was a waste of time. That was a waste of time. Not just your time, also my time. Namaste.
If I played professional football, I'd just be the strongest and fastest person on the field and win every single game.
That's just another one of my sort of classic quotes. And some of you may be wondering, that was fucking stupid. You might be saying that wasn't a worthwhile thing to say. First of all, you're welcome for wasting your time. If you do in your heart, in your dumb, weak, stupid heart, if you cannot see the value of what I just shared with you, then you're welcome for wasting your time. But secondly, also, you think of it more of like a Zen koan. Jessica Bear's cucumbers are a waste of time. Couldn't agree more on that. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. What's something I can call you tonight?
You can call me Yusuf tonight, Leslie.
Yusuf, great to have you back on the program, Yusuf. James and the Cat resubbing with that sweet, sweet prime. Namaste to you. Bless you and namaste to you, James and the cat. Yusuf, how is Yusuf doing this evening?
I'm copacetic this evening, Leslie. Thank you so much for asking. And I'm just so happy to have you back here in 2024, spreading the program, continuing to provide us with the program. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
Of course. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. It's not just my duty. It's not just my obligation, even though I do feel obligated to do it. But it's because this is when the truth burns so hot in your heart. Yusuf, you know what I'm talking about. When that truth is burning a hole in your heart, you gotta let it out or else it'll kill you.
It's like jet fuel for the soul. If you don't get off of that base jump and you get off of that launch platform and you just get from plateau to that next level, quite frankly, everybody around you is going to get burned, and they probably deserved it.
They probably do, because it's not like there isn't a program they can watch on television or on the internet that could show them ways to not burn, so I don't even feel bad for them.
Nor should you, and nor do I, now if the program works. I really wanted to get into the topic tonight, Leslie, as a matter of fact. I was really, really eager to get into the object of wasting time and the subject of it. I find myself to be a sort of a pseudo PhD in it. You could say I have a theoretical PhD in wasting time.
Wow, interesting. That sounds dangerous. Talk to me about
it. Yeah, so just for the last 2 years, I've been working on a wasting time thesis of sorts. For the last 1,800 hours in the last 2 years, I've pretended to be a completely different person with a completely different set of credentials, claiming to be experts in things that I have never once actually done a single thing of in real life. And people are now actually believe that I'm a hardened killer and narcissistic sociopath and that I used to run with a criminal gang. It's pretty funny.
And you're not a narcissist. This is not.
Well, you see, all fibs come from a kernel of truth, Leslie. As you might be aware of, you who are the greatest of the truth tellers. I'm just an acolyte, as we all are here on the program. Mm-hmm. I decided to explore the truth. One must also be able to do a bit of a fib. And so it started innocently enough, with a game of rolling dice at the edge of a corner on the street, trying to make an easy $50 off a tourist. And next thing you know, I'm introducing him to friends of mine who I'm telling them to go along with this, that, they're members of a particular society and things of that nature. And next thing you know, I'm just LARPing as a killer.
And have you killed anyone?
No, of course not. I've never even fired a gun. And in my region, if you look menacingly at anybody with a blunt object, the entire SWAT team gets deployed.
Now that's interesting. So I want to back up because you're weaving a tapestry that is very dense and ornate, and people might be a little intimidated to hear about all the nooks and crannies of your life. So what I'm going to do is back it up to the basic principle of what you're sharing. And to me, when I hear you share this, what hits me in my most base in the most base level of my understanding of what you said is that wasting time, sure, just lie a lot.
Well, no, actually. I can see why that might come across as such. However, the real thing about wasting time is to actually get dozens and dozens of people to be involved within the fabrication. And once you start with a single fabrication and you weave those multitude of fabrications into your life, like a dense layer of warm cloth or Kevlar, like a sort of protective substance. In that manner, when you make other people's lives and weave them into that sort of lie pyramid that you have going on, which you wear on top of one's head, suddenly you come to the realization that you have not only wasted your time, but the lives of dozens of others have also had at least 1,800 hours wasted. I've been clocking this. I have hundreds of citations.
Wonderful. Listen, I think this is a terrific place to start. I think that there's something because there are people looking to get started, and I like to address, obviously we have more advanced explorers, such as yourself, who are like a real fish in water when it comes to the lessons and teachings that I extol. However, I would like to whittle this down to a newcomer. Give me a TLDR for somebody that's new, enticed by what you're saying, but not exactly sure how to put it into practice.
Yeah, sure. So a really great place to start, for instance, is to go into a gun store, having never once utilized the weapon, and then let the gentleman at the counter know that you happen to be a certified firearms instructor, and start picking out like the largest caliber weapons that they happen to have there. And then bring them to the firing range, and then make all the overtures as if you know exactly what it is you're doing. Maybe scratch the weapon in a couple of places innocently enough that may devalue it, but not enough where you have to break it and buy it. And just generally waste that person's time, making them then go out and talk to people. Hey, have you met this person? Are they a certified firearms expert? So on and so forth. Therefore, wasting their time. It's a very easy way to drop a little fib pebble and start wasting everybody's time in that ocean.
Perfect. I think you've got a sort of virtuosic mind when it comes to the details, and I don't know how useful that's going to be, but just I'm gonna TLDR that for you. If you're new, looking to get started in like creating a sort of network of lies, go to a gun shop. Can we just say that?
Yeah, go to a gun store and say that you're an expert in firearms.
Yeah. You start fucking with the big guns and lie to people. I'm gonna put it right there because I know I'm imagining some new explorer in the chat just kind of stumbling on, getting inspired, getting excited, and then them just their tiny little mind just kind of shriveling up at all that you were capable of. So what I want, just go to the gun store, get started, start lying, pick up the big ones. Listen,
we're all the mere acolytes before you, Leslie. I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to allow me to explain to others how I've been spending so many hours wasting time. Namaste to you.
Namaste to you. Night Year, thank you so much. James and the Cat, something with that Prime, thank you so much. And Night Year for the 50 bits. Extremely generous of you. Bless you tonight. Passive Pepper, I go to those mall shops with swords and tell them I am a sword expert. Perfect. Honestly, kind of a fun way to get started. Night Year, gifting 5 subs. What the heck? Namaste to you. Namaste to you, Night Year. Blessings to you and yours. Namaste, and thank you for those 5 subs. Generous, truly generous beyond words. I do not have the words to share. If you are receiving a subscription from Night Year right now, please know how lucky you are. Please do not waste this opportunity. Namaste.
I would be such a strong and resilient handicapped person, but sadly, I may go my whole life without anyone ever knowing that about me.
That's just another thing that I've said in the past that people saw a lot of value in, and I thought it worth repeating. I have spent many, sometimes I'll walk through the mall and I'll just pretend that I'm handicapped. I'll walk around with, with that sort of palsy limp, or maybe I'll take like silicone and I'll put it over my eyes and make it look like I was born without eyes. I'll just start running. Start running and laughing. And it sends a mixture of fear, but also whimsy into the security guards at the mall. Sure, I take a lot of people out. Yeah, drooling. I drool and I just use like single syllable words and sounds. I'll go to the Cinnabon and just try to put my finger in the middle and have a visible boner. Oh, Lord in heaven. Sometimes the light's too bright. Sometimes the light is too bright in the universe, and as I channel it for you all. Thank you, VJP Cat. I appreciate that. Sometimes I just have to take a second. Phil Z, joke's on you. I'm not even wearing pants. I'm wearing shorts. I wear shorts in the studio. They make me feel mobile and powerful. Namaste. Stone Monster, namaste to you for those bits. Communal Vision, can't wait to read this perspective. Stone Monster shares with us, just soak in that glory, capital G. Bless you. And I try my best. When it becomes overwhelming to even me, sometimes the universe is too powerful, too ugly, too hideous, too distilled. I must pause. I must pause and look away. Look away from the whole that calls everything to it. That darkness, calling your name, calling the name of every cell in your body. Ezekiel, Darneth, Masticon. My cells are named Jimbo, says Pathalo Blue. Namaste. Strong amen and namaste to that. Well, guys, since there's a break in the action, I'm going to take a piss, and I'll be back in a moment. All right? I'll be back in a moment. But allow this moment of clarity. Refocus yourself for the second half of the program tonight as we dive even further into how to waste our time and those that we feel would benefit from the light of explorations. How are we going to approach that? Let's put a plan together. Let's use the science of the spirit and spirit of the science to really get into the details and waste our time. Ignore the clarion call, the conch shell call of demanding value for our time, as if there could be anything more perverse, anything more disgusting than that. And namaste. Let's focus up, and I'm gonna drain my penis of urine, and I'll be back shortly. Namaste. Namaste to you all, my explorers. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the program with which we explore the universe both inside and out to unlock and unleash the power that courses through our veins as we sit with one another and speak with one another right now. As we walk throughout the world, we go to the bank, we go to the grocery store, we go to the laundromat, we go to our little bars, we go to work, we go, blah, 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 blah. This power is inside of us all the while. Namaste. Civic TV 883, hitting with that sweet, sweet prime. Namaste to you. Namaste to you, Civic TV 83. Bless you tonight. Shout out Civic. Let me do a quick shout out for Civic. I had a very excruciating urination, actually. Thank you for asking, Thalo Blue. I really appreciate your compassion, your concern. I pee very slowly on purpose. I make it just drip, drip, drop. Drip, drip, drop out of the tip of my penis. It goes in like 5 different directions, and it goes very slowly, and it is excruciating. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. And while I recommend it to many people, I recommend this to many people, not many people are ready for it. Mindy New, since when are we rocking sexy ass tan suits, guru? I'm in. I think this is a wonderful way to express yourself if you're ready. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. 1 second, we have a communal vision from Night Year. Do we pull down our pants to our ankles in the program when urinating? Yes. That's going to be an absolute rule in the compound. If you need to pee or poop, well, if you poop, maybe the pants should come up a little bit to kind of squeeze your butt cheeks together and make the poop kind of squish out. But then, and because that kind of feels good, but then, and that can be like a sort of a gift to yourself. But as far as pee goes, I want to see pants at the ankles. I will be inspecting the bathrooms myself, as well as appointing inspectors to visit the bathrooms in the compound coming up soon. They will be inspecting, they will be hiding. I will take the shortest explorers. They will be hiding in corners that you don't even know are there. They'll pop out and they'll give you a slap on the tush with some sort of object, some sort of ruler maybe. I don't know. It's still kind of anxiety tonight. Your first volunteer for that. So anxiety, you're in charge of the bathroom inspections. Anxiety tonight, and you're going to go ahead. I need you to recruit. You're in charge of recruitment as well. Inspector, we have a communal vision from Nindy New. Dibs on women's bathroom inspector. So Nindy New will be in charge of the women's bathroom. Nindy New, being a man, will be inside the women's bathroom, making sure that the pants and underwear are pulled to appropriate heights to pee or poop. Namaste. Now, let's do a quick little shout out for Civic TV 83. And we do have a caller on the line. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, this is Colin.
Wait, Colin?
Colin?
Is it Colin? How you are? Your name is Colin, and you're calling in?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, big time. I love that, Colin. Very fun energy to start the call off with tonight. How is Colin tonight?
Oh, that's good. I'm good. Day's been fine. It's very decent. You know, I'm still thinking about that bathroom stuff.
Okay, what are you thinking about it?
Well, you keep calling it a bathroom. You should just get rid of the walls. I think that would probably speed up a lot of the efficiency.
Well, that's a thought to have. That's a thought to have. Let's think about that.
You
I think
have
that's
like
an interesting idea.
Circle.
I don't want to throw it out yet, but now it's dark hitting with that resub. Wow, I finally made a stream. Hope you had lovely holidays. Namaste to you. Now it's dark. Has it really been that long since you were able to check in with us? Now it's dark. Namaste to you. Now, listen, I don't mean to steamroll you, Colin. Talk to me. Make the case for an open floor plan, including the bathrooms. This is going to include the stalls as well?
Oh yeah. You won't need them, because if everybody's getting inspected, then why not just get rid of the walls?
Well, then we might not even need inspectors then, because everybody will just be inspecting.
There you go. And then everybody's free to focus on the program. We're kind of what would you say, we would be enforcing ourselves, basically.
Yeah, I see it. I see what you're talking about. Can I think about it for a moment?
No, yeah. Meditate on that. So, did you say something?
Nope. Still thinking.
Oh, okay.
Communal vision from 7th Dragon Ball. What kind of shit is that? Where would the glory hole go then?
That's a good question.
Now listen, I'm gonna send an idea back at you, all right? I'm gonna send an idea back at you, and I want you to tell me what you think. Now, one, I don't know if you've seen us discuss this directly here at the program, Colin, but one, very important part of the program here is shame. Have you heard us discuss this?
I believe that's come up. It's not in one of the. It's not one of the original tenets, but I think it's kind of baked into every single one of them.
Exactly. I think shame is so foundational that we don't necessarily need a tool for it. Like we don't need fingernails aren't a tool for us because they grow naturally, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. So this is my attitude towards shame. Now, one thing I'd be worried about, though, with this open floor plan, that I think walls accentuate, especially around a place that you do such shameful things as poop, piss, or fuck, get fucked, leave holes in the wall, do glory hole stuff. You can butt fuck in a bathroom, any manner of degenerate things that you can defile you and the world around you with. Now, one benefit, though, that I see in walls is that they allow us the illusion of solitude and security, which in some ways accentuates the dynamic of shame. We partake in those behaviors that are shameful because we are lost in the illusion of solitude and security.
That's fascinating.
You see what I mean? It just occurred to me right now. I mean, we haven't exactly put the ink, let the ink dry on the blueprints yet, but it's something that I want to throw at you and see what you think, Colin. What do you think about what I just said?
Yeah, well, you're giving them sort of a false sense of security.
Yeah.
And so they're let's say they're trying to use a urinal, and they're taking a piss with their pants up around their hips, and then you just bust in and pow. They're punished.
Right, exactly.
For those pants not touching the floor.
Exactly.
Where they ought to be.
I think, letting the leash out a little bit on the walls, you might actually accentuate the shame, and I think that's going to make the soil a little more fertile, a little more moist for the program itself. But I see as in a back and forth, and I think this topic needs more meditation before we get the compound finalized.
Definitely. How far along are we on that?
Any day. I've got a real estate agent that's supposed to take me around and have
Yeah, she called in weeks ago, right?
Yeah, but nothing's really come out of that yet. So I don't know if I need to go look for my own properties or what's going on. But any day now we'll be breaking the soil on this compound for sure.
Well, that's exciting, and hopefully it comes up in 2024.
I hope so. I really do hope so. I can't wait to occupy such a facility with you all gorgeous people, with the gorgeous people in this chat.
Yeah, I can't wait until you get a whole bunch of us rounded up.
100%. And really control your diet.
Yeah. Control. I mean, if you're doing inspections, you might want to inspect, the smell of piss, not just that the pants are at the floor. You might want to inspect a whole bunch of other stuff too. So.
Yeah, some poop and piss. See what color the pee is. See what kind of stuff you got floating around. Do you have figurines in your shit? Well, let's find out. Well, listen, this has been a really productive conversation. I appreciate you calling up and not only incorporating the bathroom thing, but also incorporating wasting time, really bringing us into the quicksand of a topic like that. And I really appreciate your energy. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with us tonight?
Oh, there was something that I wanted to bring up a few weeks ago. It was a few sessions ago.
Okay. Go ahead.
The session was about how we're spreading the light, how we're spreading the word of the program.
Right. Sharing the light of the program with others. Yes, I remember this.
Mm-hmm. Right. And so one of the things that I've been doing lately, in order to spread the word.
Yeah.
Okay. And so it's a little, I mean, not everybody can do this because I don't know who lives near like a Parks and Rec center. But
Sure,
what you can do, and what I've found this effective. People start talking about it. Okay, it's very effective. I go into Parks and Rec, and let's just say procure a truck. Okay, it's a truck, and I get some bricks, and I just write the 4 tenets that we have.
Right.
I write the 4 tenets that we have. Relax, question, express, and explore.
Mm-hmm.
I write all of that on there, and then I just chuck them through windows.
I love that. This is a park and recreational center.
Mm-hmm. I mean, well, that's where you get the truck. So that's step 1.
So you're just doing straight up terrorism out here.
Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
No, I think it's good to go there. I think that was a positive thing. I think you're up to some positive stuff. That's why we got to not hide away from these words. Sometimes people call this a cult. I'm not afraid of this word. I will gladly debate anybody who wants to besmirch our name with that kind of language. I would gladly talk about the values of terrorism, but also the value of the word cult. Let's get into it. Let's get into the details. You know exactly what we're talking about, but we fear the consequences of those outside the gates. Am I right?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
The reason we recoil from these words is because we fear the consequences of those outside the gates.
They're vicious. They're vicious.
Vicious is right.
Yeah.
Fangs.
Mm-hmm.
They have.
When you call them jackals, that really puts an image in my head.
Yes.
Because they're
yes.
They're not quite sure what they're doing. They don't know what they're missing really. It's not like apple pie. Okay?
No!
Not like they're missing out on apple pie.
No, not like apple pie.
1 in a million chance. Mm-hmm.
No!
So when they're having dinner, and they have this brick fly right through the window and it lands right on their dinner table.
Uh-huh.
That is opportunity knocking. And it gets them talking. It gets them talking about it.
Oh, yeah. I can
think
imagine
they talk to their neighbors.
Eye right now.
Mm-hmm. They do, and those neighbors that had previously never talked before, they start talking to each other.
Oh, yeah. I could see that chitter-chatter around the water cooler, so to speak. That chitter-chatter while somebody's mowing their lawn, maybe stop by their neighbors jogging along in their little jogging outfit. They're like, oh, did you hear about the brick? Yeah, it said relax on it. It hit me. Was it relaxing? No. What's going on? I don't know. Let's find out. They come to the program. I think you're on to some amazing shit. And I think and I want to. I'm glad you brought it up. 3 weeks after we talked about it, because it's that valuable, and I want to thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. And I just wanted to let you know that, that's what I've been up to. That's what I've been doing for you. That's what I've been doing for this community.
Love that. I love that. I want to thank you for this. Colin.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Namaste to you. You have a wonderful night.
Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste. Wow. Nighty night, Dark Flames. You have a wonderful evening. Thank you for bringing your energy tonight. Thank you for bringing your stream here. That was indeed a rewarding call. It paid us much value. Not that we asked for it, but it did. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, this is Wiki with...
No, it's not. I know exactly who this is.
It's Wiki. It's Wiki with...
No, it's
everyone's
not.
favorite.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Say your name.
It's me. It's Wiki with remember me? Everyone in chat say yay, Wiki, yay, caller, yay. It's our favorite caller,
It's
Wiki.
not Wiki. This is not Wiki. I don't believe that for a second.
Hey, it's everyone's favorite caller. Everyone say
Okay.
yay.
All right. Are you going to say your real name or?
Okay, it's Toaster or whatever. Okay.
It's Toaster, everybody. It's Toaster. Best friend Toaster. I'm ecstatic to hear the sound of your voice. Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you too as well, best friend Leslie. I'm sorry I pretended to be Wiki, everybody.
Hey, you don't have to apologize. You're just joking around. It's just that you gotta joke a little bit harder to get around me. Don't.
It wasn't a joke. It wasn't a joke. I just wanted everyone to like me, and I know everyone loves Wiki, and everyone hates me, and I just wanted everyone to like me for once.
Toaster, are we doing this old song and dance? Everybody hates you. Nobody hates you. They're not. No, that's not true. Some people hate you, but not everybody.
Not everybody? Like who?
Like
not
me?
who?
Stone Monster.
Oh
says
yeah,
we
because
love
we're
the
best
toast.
friends.
Let me see.
Stone Monster loves me.
Stone Monster says we love the toaster. And you have been terminated. Namaste.
That's not good.
Somebody hates you. Toaster, nobody is going to hate you more than you hate yourself. That's from Defo. Namaste. I think there's some truth to that. That boy is carrying a cross of his own making. He made a cross out of his own, fingernail clippings and Starbucks cups. So he made a cross out of a crucifix. He's carrying it with him at all times. Made with fingernail clippings and Starbucks cups. Namaste. And Civic TV 83 slapping that fat cock of 1,000 bits and a termination. Namaste to you. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
It's Peppercorn Patty.
Holy freaking moly, Peppercorn Patty, how are you? It's been a minute.
I know. I'm doing pretty well. I was just listening to Toaster's call, and I was thinking something that people say down south, down here where I am, is they say, that boy ain't right. And I'll say that about Toaster. That boy, he ain't right.
So you're coming out right up front, and you're saying, assertively saying, that boy ain't right about Toaster.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning there's something off mentally and emotionally about him. He's not predictable. Or would you say that he's not safe, or that he's just weird?
I think that he's just weird, but he probably could be pretty dangerous, if he got too many ideas. But I don't think we're going to have to worry about that.
So if he had too many ideas, he could be dangerous, but you're saying that's not a worry that we're going to have. He's going to have a handful of ideas, and they're not going to be that dangerous, most likely.
No. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We're thinking like 5 ideas tops, then he's kaput.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Done. Absolutely done. I was calling in.
Communal Vision from Nindy New. One sec. Where I come from, we'd say his mom liked cigarettes and liquor too much. So meaning that his mom, wherever Nindy New is from, not sure, but the saying would be that I would assume that the mom ripped cigs and did shooters while pregnant.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I wasn't going to go that far, but yep, I agree.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I see. There seems to be, regardless of how you feel, positive or negative about Toaster, there does seem to be a consensus. This boy ain't right. Is there something off about him? Craigulator says Pepper has to get her shit together. That's from Craigulators. Any comment on that?
Craig, what am I doing wrong? I need you to tell me.
Stellar call so far. I don't know, maybe if there's some history with that or
yeah,
listen,
I don't know.
Peppercorn.
Yeah, let's get to the topic at hand. Let's do it.
Let's do it. The topic at hand. I gotta put that noggin of yours to use. All right. Now tonight we're talking about wasting our time and the time of others as well.
Mm-hmm.
When I throw that phrase at you, what comes to mind?
Well, right now I've been wasting pretty much my entire evening this evening because I've been cleaning. I've had a bit of a break from work, and I go back to work tomorrow. And I was sick for a while during that break, so my room just kind of turned into this little disgusting hole of a place. So I was like, I gotta clean it up. But then I'm like in the process of like drudging through all this stuff, and I'm thinking it's just gonna get dirty again. Like, what's the point of cleaning it up if it's just gonna get disgusting again? You know, like I feel like sort of refreshed right now, but it's not gonna last. Like, it'll probably last for a couple of days, and then I'll start throwing things wherever they land, and like, you know, I don't know.
Now, you brought up a really interesting example. Now, this is one of those things that, you know, has a double. It means different things in different places. Like certain words mean certain things regionally that they don't mean in other places. So, and what I mean by that is you know, this example of cleaning. Now, I know dozens of therapists, my colleagues, that recommend to their clients very foolishly recommend to their clients and a Communal Vision before Communal Vision from Call Me Al. That argument could be used for wiping too, though. That's true. Now you're pulling on the thread there. Keep pulling on that thread. What does that mean then? Call me out. Finish that sentence. Now the point that I was going to say to you, Peppercorn, is and you might have interacted with one of these therapists out there that, you know, they see you be depressed, they see you be anxious, and they're like, you know, do simple stuff to build your confidence or build your health. Stuff like taking a walk, doing the dishes, and cleaning. Have you ever heard this be used like this before?
I have. Yep, it's been recommended to me before.
And did it work?
No. Usually when someone is recommending take a walk, do the dishes, clean your room, you know, that's like the last thing I want to hear. So I usually don't take their advice, and I do it when 100%. It's on my own terms.
Because at some point you did it. And what you found out after you did it was that, surprise, surprise, it didn't work.
Yeah.
Right back where you started. In a complete waste of time. But that's where we come in. Now, you brought up cleaning as a waste of time, as an exercise in futile, embarrassing trudgery. Now, this is one of those things where, yes, to these small-minded pervert therapists who are selling snake oil to dipshits, pardon my French, they're dangerous out there. But here, cleaning can be spiritually edifying in the sense that it is an absolute and complete waste of your time, as you brought up here tonight. And I think that's interesting. Talk to me about, speak more. What did you clean tonight? Let's get into the details. And before you do, affirmation for fellas, and this goes for your penis. you're wiping your ass and cleaning your penis. It's a fucking waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Peppercorn, back to you. Back to you. Talk to me.
Cleaning. Okay.
Talk to me about the cleaning.
So my nightstand had accumulated like a lot of like medicine bottles that I hadn't like put back where they belong. So I had to organize all of that, and then it turned into like a deeper clean where I was like pulling stuff out from the drawers in the nightstand and dusting, and like I even got at one point a disinfectant wipe and started wiping down the blinds, and I started thinking like this is too intense, so I kind of walked away from that. My chest of drawers has just like a bunch of discarded mail and like a layer of dust on top of it, so I had to like clear all that stuff
on the
off.
mail.
Yeah, it was gross. It was grimy in there. And then the ceiling fan had dust all over it, so I had to wipe off the ceiling fan. And then I had to vacuum up all the dust that had fallen from the ceiling fan to the floor. And then I found a lot of toiletries just kind of like all around the room, and I had to go put those away in the bathroom. And then I started to do the dishes before I called in, and now I'm kind of like, I think they can wait. I think they're going to wait maybe a day, maybe 2 days, I don't know. But I also feel like maybe since I'm kind of in the zone, even though it is like worthless to be doing what I'm doing.
Communal Vision from Night Year. 1 second. Sorry to interrupt. Not sorry to interrupt. The caller should be assigned to be a maid in the program. That's from Night Year. How do you feel about that?
Okay. I don't want to do that, Night Year. I appreciate. I'm glad that you're trying to give me a job, but I don't want that job. I'm good
Nindy
on
knew
that.
with a Communal Vision. Pepper, do you also touch the doorknob 3 times before you leave your place?
Okay, I was just talking about this with some folks in Discord earlier. I don't do that, Nindy knew, but I do. I was wondering if this is like a form of OCD. I like chew how many times I have to chew something before I swallow it, or I like will count if I'm eating like chips or popcorn. I count how many pieces I eat. Is that OCD? I don't know.
I mean, it's weird.
Yeah, everybody else said that too. They said it wasn't. I was kind of just weird. So.
No, that's a weird thing to do. I would need some more details. What happens if you don't?
Nothing. I just like Orchestar says that's the eating disorder. So yeah, probably. I mean, I do look at like the recommended amount of things you're supposed to eat from a snack pack or whatever, and I make sure I eat the recommended amount. That's why I count. Autism characteristic. Okay, cool. Okay.
Well, there's something. Yeah. There's some. I feel there's something. Maybe an eating disorder. Maybe obsessive. Maybe. Did you watch your parents die while eating snack packs or something?
No.
Okay.
Could be. I don't know. We need to get back to the topic anyway. So.
Communal Vision. Yeah, let's do that. Communal Vision from Stone Monster. You may be a hypochondriac, Peppercorn, and that's okay. Exclamation point. There's 3 exclamation points and then an arrow and a 3 to signify a heart.
Oh my God! Thank you, Stone Monster. I really appreciate those exclamation points and the heart.
That is very sweet. Extra little touch that wasn't, nobody asked for that. Wasn't necessary, but very appreciated. Obviously, thank you, Stone Monster. Now, the depth of which you wasted your time tonight was honestly pretty inspiring. You went over this grime. You took the hits from seeing how bad you let it get. The dust on the mail was, in particular, sort of like a literary detail of how bad things have gotten.
Yeah. I found all of my postcards. They were just like in random places throughout. If you're not subscribed to the Patreon, you should, because you get a fun little postcard, and I'm missing a couple, which is kind of sad, but I guess if I keep cleaning, maybe I'll find the rest.
Namaste. Affirmation for the men. Listen, if you like, I'm gonna let's do one thing. I'm gonna give you an affirmation for men, Chris Mack. But first, we need to finish this thought of the Patreon, the Patreon.com. The community of devoted light can be found at the Patreon.com, where you can get a monthly postcard, exclusive videos, music downloads. a very exclusive library of program materials can be found at patreon.com/Leslie Tanner. If you feel called, simply type in !final journey into the chat, and you will be given instructions on how to sign up, how to take advantage of these videos. Get yourself a monthly postcard. Namaste to you. Thank you for bringing that up. I really appreciate that, Peppercorn.
Of course.
And you found all the postcards, though.
No, I found most of them because thankfully there's that little stamp that the post office puts up there when it went through whatever machine it goes through. But I think I'm missing like November or something, but it's fine. It's whatever. I'm not too worried about it.
November. Which one is November?
I don't know. Hold on. I'm going to actually go look at them right now.
November was delayed till December. So
November, is that the one where you're peeking around the corner?
That's the secret. Yeah, that's the secret.
Okay, then I have that one.
Pull that
it's
out
not
as
in
an
my
example to show
stack.
everyone exactly what you're talking about. I'm going to zoom in one moment. I have a secret to share. And it's Leslie peeking out from behind a trash. On the back, there's a message that I'm not going to read because it's reserved. It's reserved for those that know the value of investment, and a program like this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Those that are ready and willing to snatch that opportunity from the universe in front of them. I'm going to leave that. See, look at that. All that is brilliant and life-changing, certainly. Can you speak to that, Peppercorn? Would you describe the back of the postcard as life-changing?
Oh, yeah. 100%, especially the most recent one. I loved the most recent one. So,
especially with the Epstein list coming out,
Mm-hmm.
Stephen Hawking, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Let's go ahead and pull. Do I have another one of those, or did I? I don't think I have another one. Did I give them all away?
I have July, September, October, November, December. I don't have August for whatever reason. So maybe it's somewhere. I'll find it.
Mindy Noon with a question. Interesting. Hey, Leslie, how about a free lesson to entice the poorer to stop views to stop being poor? The universe. I would simply just point to the universe as a lesson of how to stop being poor. Listen, the incentives couldn't be any greater. Your life is dog shit. You're poor and miserable, and you know that the quality of your life sucks compared to literally everyone else's, and it's your fault. You might be in circumstances that are bad, but ultimately this is the spiritual decay that's preventing you from not being from not being poor. It is your fault, and I would simply, if you're looking for a lesson, just look around you. Look at how bad your life has gotten. Namaste. Now, I do, Peppercorn, I'm going to interrupt you one more time because I do have to do a Chrismac order, a male affirmation.
A lot of male affirmations.
Zone up for that. One moment. Here we go. Well, and we have a communal vision before this. Pep, this is from Orchestar. Pep, tell them how you waste waitresses' time when you ask for stuff.
Why am okay? I guess
bookmark that for a moment. I'm going to affirm some men, okay?
Perfect.
Okay. Drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop goes the sink. I run to the sink to find what it is. The sink is my penis, and the penis is my enemy.
Yikes.
Okay, and I don't know what that meant. That's more abstract. That's more like a cone, so to speak. So you can do with that what you will, Chrismac. Namaste. Hopefully that gets you it will get you to where you need, and you just need to spend some time with it. Now, go ahead. Let's wrap up our call. How do you waste waitresses' time?
Okay, so what Orchestar is referring to is like if they bring a coffee, they'll bring a coffee and then they'll walk away, and then they'll come back. I'll say, can I get some cream? And then they'll bring the cream, and then they'll walk away, and then they'll come back. I'll say, oh, I forgot, can I ask for some sugar? And then they'll walk away and they'll go get the sugar, and then, this just keeps going on and on. So that's what she's talking about. But I'm trying to do better, Orchestar. I just want you to know I'm trying not to do that anymore.
Do not do better. Do worse, if anything. What you're doing is a gift to that waitress, to that woman.
Mm-hmm.
You're giving her a gift, Peppercorn. And what I'm asking you is to be brave and bold enough to realize that you're giving this woman a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Wasting her time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who?
I'll look at.
Who among us, more than a waitress or waiter, is more deserving of the lesson of how worthless their time is? The amount of autistic traits Pep has is honestly incredible, and that's from Night Year.
Maybe I'll do the test. Maybe I'll take a test. What do they do if you're autistic as an adult? They can't do anything for you. So.
I think they just give you a diaper and send you out there. Something like that. I don't know. We've got some autistic adults. Cherish, JJ, what do they do? Is that diaper thing accurate? It's the same thing they do for you when they give you a copy of Tetris and hope for the best. Yeah, so pretty much, yeah, it sounds like if not a diaper, they aren't doing a whole lot else. So,
okay.
Oh, listen, so listen, I think you're on the right track. I want you to keep wasting, keep doing that sugar and cream thing. I think if they start giving you a hullabaloo about it, then you know that the lesson is being learned. Don't feel bad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Namaste to you. But anything else that you'd like to share with the community?
No. I think I'm good, but it was nice to talk. Nice speaking with you, and Happy New Year.
It was wonderful speaking with you as well, Peppercorn. Happy New Year to you, one of my most committed explorers. Namaste to you. I appreciate you being so generous with yourself tonight.
Of course. Namaste.
Namaste. Wonderful. JJ is deaf diped up, says JJ's friend Hasloth. JJ's friend Hasloth. JJ, you're in the Discord right now. I see you. You can't hide from me, all right? You diped up? They give you the old water-brained diaper? Namaste. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you?
Hey, Leslie. It's me. It's Tony Macaroni, everyone's favorite caller.
I know exactly who this is.
It's everyone's favorite caller, Tony Macaroni.
Tony Macaroni.
Yeah, the spaghetti dude.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because somebody said something funny. Can I tell you it?
Yeah.
Somebody said something really funny in the chat. It was from Mr. Depot saying, yeah, maybe toasted ravioli.
Oh, I get it.
Cheer 100 from JJ Plays Pog. At this level of the program, I'm forced to wear a diaper. I no longer need to use the bathroom like the rest of you normies. So JJ, one of our most pronounced autistic explorers, saying that he is forced to wear a diaper, and this is actually good, a benefit. He enjoys it. Namaste to you. JJ, one of the brightest explorers we have. Absolutely, without a doubt, one of the brightest explorers we have, sharing that light with us. Namaste to you, JJ. Bless you.
Hey, everyone, this is JJ.
All right, maybe toasted JJ or something. I don't know, something like that.
All right, screw it. This is Toaster. What's up?
It's Toaster. Toasty, great to have you back, Toaster. How are you?
Nothing much. I gotta go.
No, let's talk. Okay. We got a hang up from Toaster. Toaster's self-terminated. I guess that's what what you get sometimes. And a communal vision from Sidewalk Enforcer. Maybe if we put the Toaster in the diaper, he would have stayed on the call. That's something to think about. Appreciate that. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner. What's something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, it's Skevin.
Skevin, great to hear from you. Do you think Toaster should be wearing a diaper based on the facts, based on your impression of him?
No. I mean, diapers are more for like children, right? I would think that he'd be wearing something more like Depends or something like that as a much older individual, correct?
Which is a diaper.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
how is it different than a diaper other than that adults are wearing it and it's bigger?
They're more absorbent. They wear a little bit different. But yes, they're like a diaper. Yes.
Okay, so they're a diaper.
Yeah. Okay.
And so, do you think Toaster should be in a diaper based on your impression and the facts on the board?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay, interesting. And I would have to agree. So, Sidewalk Enforcer, I appreciate you bringing that up. Thank you for bringing that topic up. Namaste. No. Skevin, great to hear from you again. I appreciate you calling in.
Yeah. Hey, so I know you're talking about wasting time of others.
Yes, we are.
I have picked up it's kind of like my forte. I do it just because of my low self-esteem, and I
Hush up for just a moment. We have a communal vision from Moisty Unicorns. Toaster doesn't get the privilege to wear diapers. Isn't he like at level -5 of the program by now? Now, I could see why you would think that, Moisty Unicorns, but this is a clearer example of what we pretend we're not is in Toaster. It's just that he has much more pronounced qualities of kind of just being lost, being frail, being scared, kind of just being overall, just stuttering and off-putting and alienating and not really able to get his life together. These are all things we all are and strive to accept in ourselves to unlock the power of the next level. It's just that watching somebody flail like that is really embarrassing, and it's because it's embarrassing to be ourselves, as Toaster is embarrassing to be Toaster. Go ahead, Skevin. I'm not sorry for interrupting you, but I would like to hear what you were going to say.
Oh yeah, no, I completely understand. So, as I was saying, I like to bring other people down to my level, having low self-esteem myself. So I have a lot of passive-aggressive ways that I like to project this on other people. Like when I go to the grocery store, Walmart specifically, because they just take forever anyway there. I hate going to Walmart. And I'll just buy a bunch of like frozen pizzas and popsicles and ice cream and, milk, all that kind of stuff. And I get it in the cart. Then I'll take it up and I'll have I don't go to the self-checkout. Those things are absolutely horrendous. I have the people check me out. And then when I get ready to pay, I usually have like 4 or 5 different debit cards or credit cards to accounts that I've closed. So whenever I check out, they'll scan them and it'll say that it's declined. And so I'm like, oh, well, maybe it's this card, and then that one doesn't work. And what about this card? And then this one. And then once that doesn't work, I'm like, well, maybe it's because I have too much stuff. I don't have enough money in my account. So I slowly have them take things off as I'm doing this, and then they'll have to go through and rescan everything again until it gets closely towards the end, and then we find out that altogether I just never had anything that I was going to purchase. So now they have to go back and put all of this stuff away. The good thing about Walmart is when you have a big cart like that with all that kind of stuff in there, they just push it up to the front and just let it rot. So I like doing that. Another one, and it was really good. The season that we just had with Christmas, this worked really well. I'll drive around until I can find a really good spot right up close. Like the best spot in the lot, right there in the front where everybody wants to try to get up. Yeah. So what I will do is I'll get into that spot, and then I will go inside, wander around for a little bit, and then I'll come back out, and then I'll sit in my car for a little bit and make people wait as though I'm going to leave. And then I just get back out of my car again and go back into the store. And I just could do this most of the day, just wasting people's time.
That's one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard.
Yeah. It's the little things, right?
Yeah, again, I would say this is it's bordering on a couple things. Your distillation of the message here tonight, of wasting your time, because you're not getting anything out of this, and you're wasting others' time, which is more important. You're teaching them an invaluable lesson to devalue their time. But the way you're doing it is special, and I'm going to tell you, it reminds me of two things. Can I tell you?
Yeah, please.
Firstly, it reminds me of the tantric tradition, where you take something that is, a small or otherwise, pleasurable experience, and you stretch it out. You slow down time, you get into every single nook and cranny and little detail, and you make it as long as possible to the point that it becomes literally excruciatingly painful. So in some ways, you remind me of the monks of yore. Spreading a message of a spiritual helpful message in your practice. How does that feel to hear me say that?
You know what? I absolutely agree with what you're saying. It's kind of like, have you been noticing more? You have these protesters that sit in the middle of the road, and all they're doing is blocking the road, and it's just pissing everybody else off, and it just makes them hate their cause even more. I mean, I would think that's along the same lines, right? Nobody gives a shit about what they're talking about. Everybody's got somewhere else they got to be, and they're just sitting there taking up everybody else's time.
Except they're doing it. They're damming up their own ventricles and arteries and what have you. They don't have the clarity that you are bringing to the situation at Walmart. They are whacking off without even realizing the spiritual practice of whacking off. They're just doing it. They're a pig with no mirror.
Yeah, well, when we're talking about Walmart, I mean, if you're talking about a place to whack off, that's the place to definitely do it.
Perfect. One of the best places to whack off. And now, the second thing that your business reminded me of, and it came up a little earlier when somebody was describing writing the 4 tenets of explorations with Leslie Tanner onto these bricks and throwing these bricks through windows, kind of reminding me of terrorism. And what you're talking about, you've taken something so simple, and you're causing such misery, such pain, in such a wide open public space like that. It reminds me of terrorism, and I think that generally means that you're onto something special.
Yeah, so you have to understand there's different types of terrorism, right?
Sure.
When I'm doing this at Walmart and I'm going up there and I'm getting all of this food that Walmart has paid a lot of money to be put onto their shelves, I consider myself in that way as more of an eco-terrorist.
An eco-terrorist. Okay, well, they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
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 I knew an eco-terrorist once. I guess I still know. I guess I still know both of them, and they're pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a passive-aggressive eco-terrorist, I think those are kind of the worst because they're not the ones that you expect.
Wow, passive-aggressive eco-terrorism. You've given me so much to think about. I'm absolutely loving. I love watching the program affect my followers, and then the light as it is refracting from their heart then comes back into my heart and gives me all sorts of new flavors and spectrums to savor.
I like the way that's put. That's very nice.
Namaste. Well, listen, I don't want to say anything else. I want to leave exactly what you said where it is and allow that to just sort of resonate and marinate within the community. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Namaste. Well, let's call it. I want to thank you for calling in tonight, Skevin.
Hey, no problem. Namaste.
Bless you. Wow. Good call. Then I am Kapoor said I am Kapoor. I'm Kapoor. Namaste to you. I'm Kapoor. Namaste, caller. Welcome to Explorations. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Wiki Weaver.
Holy freaking moly, it's Wiki Weaver. Wiki Weaver, how you doing tonight?
I'm having a really good one.
That's so wonderful to hear. Wiki Weaver. Guys, it's Wiki. You know what time it is. It's time for that Wiki call. Wiki on the horn, discussing, exploring with us. Namaste. We what a treat it is to speak with you in 2024.
Oh, it's a big treat to be here, Guru.
Absolutely. And so it's like we're all sucking on the same lollipop.
I kind of like that idea. That sounds kind of cute.
It does sound kind of cute. All of us just kind of with one lollipop taking licks and just kind of laughing and giggling.
We pass it around and we wick it, and we pass it and wick it, and you pass it and wick it.
You know, it's so funny because your name is Wiki, and we're talking about wicking a Wowie Pop.
Yeah, the wicking the Wowie Pop is it's an old time tradition. It's an old time tradition. With your favorite friends, you take the pop and you get it. When you pull, you pass it and wick it. You lick it and pass it to your friend.
That honestly sounds like it could be a song.
It probably could be. Maybe I need to think up a good song for Pass It and Wick It. Because we used to do that. Poor kids sitting around the grocery store, all of us put our money together and get one big old pop, and next thing you know, pass it and wicking it. It got real testy when you got in there with the popsicle. Get a little draining. You
got to be fast about it. And also, we have a community vision from Nindy New. I will not be fooled by Toaster a third time, Guru, even if he upped his impression. Now, I don't know if you were watching the program when Toaster called in, but Explorer Toaster called in and said he was Wiki Wiva. It was a fun shenanigan, but did that upset you at all to hear?
No. Toaster, that a guy he got a head full of buds. That boy's he's a head full of buds kind of guy. He's floating in the ether. He's just he's slopping along. I think he's gonna be a bright rainbow in this program before you know it.
I think so. You know, he is already in a way, and as I explained before, but I hear what you're saying. Your Sidewalk Enforcer says, I'm gonna need Wiki to sing "Oops, I Did It Again" by Britney Spears. So we have a request. Listen, I don't think anybody has ever requested a song from the Wiki Wiva. I don't even know how you would feel about it.
I would have to really, to be honest with you, I don't know. Oops, I did it again. But I could learn those lyrics and I could do them for you. And I would be more than a pleasure to do it to my community. To do it with and for and by and near the community, I would do it again. I just had to learn those lyrics because I'm not a.
I respect this.
I'm not a Whitney.
I respect this craft. I got to tell you, I respect this craft deeply. Of course, you would answer like that. Of course, you would answer. I would need to prepare. I would need to fully realize my vision as I approach someone else's work.
Yeah, because I wouldn't want to go into it with the. I would come in from more of a male to kind of traditional rock and roll vibe. Because if you're going to do the rock and roll, you got to bring it full circle.
Namaste. You got to really dial it in. And we have another communal vision from Moisty Unicorns. Wiki is the modern day Rod Stewart. How do you feel about that comparison, Wiki?
Oh, that's just too kind. I don't know what to say. That Moisty Unicorn, me and him, when we docked up and became buddy, you know, he been like a light to me in the whole community. He been like one of those secret lights that you don't quite see until you get in the corner of the room and it kind of a little bit white and you get your eyeball down white on that white and then it kind of busts in your face. I had that happen one time. I had that happen one time in high school.
And we have a resubscription from FSD Alpha. FSD Alpha sharing the message, Epstein didn't kill himself. Epstein in a psychic emergency. Holy moly. Hold on 1 second, Wiki.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Nindinu to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 300 oops. I did it again. I played with your heart. Got lost in the game, oh baby, baby oops. You think I'm in love that I'm sent from above, I'm not that innocent. Repeat. Cheer 300 oops. I did it again, I played with your heart. Got lost in the game, oh baby, baby oops. You think I'm in love that I'm sent from above, I'm not that innocent. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Interesting. Okay, appreciate that. Lyrics to Oops, I Did It Again raised to the level of a psychic emergency, a national psychic emergency. Thank you so much for bringing that to our attention, Nindy New. I really appreciate that. Namaste to you. Bless you. Bless you tonight. Also, I want to send a quick shout out to Control Alt Quinn in the chat. Namaste to you, Quinn. Bless you and namaste to you. Guys, if you don't follow Quinn, you're a fool. You're a goddamn fool. Let's go ahead and get a nice little shout out. Are there any underscores in your name? I don't even remember. Is this going to work? I hope so. Yes, it did. Okay, good. Namaste. Thanks for dropping in, Quinn. Bless you and namaste. We got Wiki Wiva on the line. Wiki, the theme tonight is wasting your and others' time. The spiritual, and as a spiritual practice, to completely devalue our own time and avoid the spiritual dead end, the spiritual gallows of demanding value for your time. When I say all this kind of hullabaloo at you, Wiki, what comes to mind? Can you share your thoughts and your heart with me tonight?
Well, I can. I didn't know, but there's something I really like to do. It's probably one of those little side street tactics. It's a time waster. I do it on purpose, and I seem like I really like to do it because not only do I fulfill myself, I pass to other people. On the first Monday of each month, when they give out those food cards, I usually like to prop myself up and get the first ticket for the meat counter at the Piggy Wiggy. I go up there and I get the first ticket, and there's a long line of people behind me trying to get the deli meats. And I usually go up, and the guys always, it said, really make me laugh because they see my face because I'm there all the time on that very Monday, and they know what's going to happen. But there's nothing they can do about it because I will complain to management. What I do is the people behind me get very frustrated and very angry, but I take my time. I said, could I take a little taste of that urban roast beef de jour? I just want a little taste. And the whole crowd behind me is like, okay, this guy gonna get some roast beef. And then I get a little piece of it and I taste it. And it tastes so good, and I chew it up very slowly. I lick the little thing they give it to me on, and I throw it in the trash can. I said, I don't think that's for me. And then I would say, could I get some of that? Could I get some of that that chicken? Let me get some of that bourbon sliced chicken.
1 second. I can't wait to return to this journey with you. We just had a communal vision, as well as a subscription from Bizmore. Namaste to you. I have nipples, Leslie. Can you milk me? I would, I could, and I should. Show me those nipples. I will milk you all the night long.
Beautiful sight.
Also, a communal vision from Phil Z. I feel like Wiki probably has a song ready for us about wasting time, and I'm not talking that terrible DMB doo-doo.
I feel that one. I may have a song for the wasting time thing. I think I do.
Well, you finish your story first. First things first.
Well, I try to get as many meats as before I can before people start complaining behind me. And they'll be like some old grandma, come on, Wayne, get on with the meats. I'm like, it's my time with the meat. I got my number. I'm here. I'm tasting. I'm deciding which meat I'm going to get. And everybody's stubbing arms. And I'm sitting there inside. I'm kind of smiling because I enjoy this process. And I go over, give me some of the bourbon chicken, and I'll taste a little of that, and I'll take my time, and I'll think on it. I look in the sky like I'm doing something important, like really savoring the chicken taste. And then I'll go, that's not for me either. Doggone it. Could we try? And then you hear the the utteral groanings of the people behind me who are going, could you just hurry up, you dumb son of a bitch? I'm like, it's my time with the meats. Shut your damn mouth.
Now, Wiki, did you say the first Monday of the month?
Oh, yeah, that's when everybody get their food stamp card. And they're all waiting and hustling and bustling to get their meats.
I was going to say, food stamp and Social Security checks, you got a bunch of degenerate pores behind you.
Oh, and some old people really get upset. Those older people, the olds people with they're sitting there and they're having to hold themselves up on their little handlebars. And someone riding in the little cart, and you hear them going, vroom, vroom, vroom. And they're trying to rev up the electric cart. I don't give a damn. It's my time with the meat.
So they got their little hover round that they're throttling, and I can only imagine the smell.
Oh, it's horrible. It smells like a pee-pee buffet. I mean, you can tell all these old peoples. I mean, they're the olds. And they're sitting there, and it's stinking up, and I'm trying to push them back. Hold on. I need to try the buffalo turkey. Give me a piece of that. And the whole funny thing of it is I get full in the process. I don't have to buy anything. And at the end, I say, I think I'm going to pass this week. And I put my number in, and I walk away. And they're all fuming mad. And I just find so much joy in that. And I go outside and I get me some candy cones and I check out.
With candy corns. I love that. Add salt on their little injury and ruin their day. I absolutely am enjoying that little ending. Phil Z with the Communal Vision. What's the worst meat you've ever had, Wiki, and how often do you hurl?
The first meat I ever tried was my cow. She made a deer barbecue. I remember that as a little boy. I did not know it was deer meat. It tastes just like barbecue. She was a hell of a cook, that lady. I'm gonna miss you, cow. I'm gonna miss you, sweetheart.
And also we have a subscription. Girthy Green Goblin hitting us with that Prime namaste to you. Girthy Green Goblin, fun username. I'm imagining Green Goblin but fat, maybe with breasts. And like getting like short of breath. Just by kind of like doing very simple tasks that you or I, Wiki, might take for granted. Girthy Green Goblin might find himself winded to complete. Communal Vision from Mr. Defoe. Wasting the old's time is a lot of fun. Then reminding them of their impending death is chef's kiss. What do you think about that, Wiki?
Mwah. It makes me go, mwah.
It's funny.
Mwah to the meat department. Because they tried to stop me several times. They tried to stop me, but I know the ladder at Piggly Wiggly. I usually go up that ladder into the corporate, say, look, I'm looking for meats. And they will shower down on them old people. They will come in there. I will bring over, Janice, I'm having problems in the meats. And she'll have to come over and shut them old people up. It's so sweet. She's such a good lady. And I get full off the meat, so I don't really need lunch. I just get the tweets on the way out.
Just
such
a tweet.
A good day.
I love that. I absolutely am in love with you, with your mind tonight, Wiki. Now, Wiki, listen, I think you've given us so much to work with, so much inspiring stuff to work with as far as wasting our time, wasting the other's time. Can you take us, I'm going to ask as I always do, by chance have a song for us. Now, those of you that are new here, Wiki Wiba is sort of our resident songsmith, an extremely accomplished musician, singer, songwriter, producer, band leader, and we have a psychic emergency and a communal vision all at the same time. Holy shit. This has never happened before.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS.
Crane.
We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Crank Supreme to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 300 you spin me white wound Viki. White wound like a record Viki. White bow chicka wow wow. Repeat. Cheer 300 you spin me white wound Viki. White wound like a record Viki. White bow chicka wow wow. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Wow, that I could see what was being attempted, but through the message of the woman. I had no fucking clue what that meant. FSD Alpha, smoking these meat like a brisket. I'm making meats now. Someone asked me, do I smoke meats? It's going to be delicious. Yeah, I smoke meat. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So much. Thank you. Really appreciate that, FSD Alpha. Namaste to you. Really appreciate that energy and that perspective.
That's very deep on the meats. That man knows his meats.
Yeah, that's a meat guy for sure.
That's a meat man. That's a meat man.
Now, and we have, before the song, I've got a request. I have another communal vision, very exciting. That must have been the time I was trapped on the crapper. Wiki was touching my meat. That's from Sidewalk Enforcer. Is there any truth to that? Did you touch somebody's penis while they were taking a poop?
It could have happened maybe one of those nights when I was drinking some kicking chicken and I went into the Costco or one of the gas stations around me, and I was trying to piss, and maybe I accidentally touched somebody in the dark because, usually the lights are out, and I could have caressed that meat. I'm very sorry if that was you. I apologize to that meat touching because I ain't jumping no fences. I'm sorry, fella.
Well, Sidewalk Enforcer, did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy having your penis touched? Get back to us, and we'll see whether apology is even in order. You might have enjoyed it. But listen, Wiki, before that, don't let that shake you up, all right? Allegations like that, you can't let them get in your head. We need to, what we do need though is a song. If you got one on, deck for us, Wiki. Do you have a song for us tonight?
I got one called "So Strange," and it's about somebody who's wasting their time.
All right, I paused the music on my end, and so it's all yours whenever you are ready. I'm so excited to hear this.
All right, it goes on like this: a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Wow, wugga, wow, wow, wugga, wugga, wow, wugga, wow, 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 wugga, wow, wow, wugga, wugga, wow, wow, wugga, wow, 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 wow. Doo-doo. You say you're gonna change, but you change doing nothing at all. Oh, you wait away. Grind up time, running in the same place. Every day running in circles, thinking you'll move at all. When you created a hole knee deep, you've been hitting that wall. Staring into the void, trying to figure out where you belong. Time slows down as you pass the future on by. Nothing waiting but a shitty old goodbye. Oh, so strange. I thought I knew you. Turn me around, let me step into those shoes. So strange. Let me walk away. Something funny, you never know if you're truly insane. So strange. Wow, 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 waka, waka, wow, waka, wow, wow, waka, waka, wow, wow, waka, wow. And that's the first bus.
Wow, 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 wow. Can we put our hands together and make some noise in the chat for another masterpiece as far as I'm concerned? That line in particular absolutely struck me to my core, Wiki Wiva. You never know if you're truly insane. Wiki is the music from Satan's Side Up. You have an absolute committed fan in Satan's Side Up. They were very excited to see that you were on the horn, and I know that song affected them at least as much as it affected me.
It's affected me too, and Satan's Side Up, I will get you when the album finally come out, and I can get with this old damn guy I've been working with. We have a little trouble, but as soon as I get that album, I'm gonna get you a signed copy. Give it the bitch a bone. It's gonna be a good one, buddy.
That's coming down the pipe any day now. Do we have an ETA on giving the bitch a bone?
Well, I'm having trouble with my manager right now. We're working on some things. We're supposed to have a big old meeting at a fancy restaurant. It's called what is that? A Cracker Barrel. He gonna have me meet the big professional dudes at the Cracker Barrel this coming week.
Communal Vision from Sidewalk Enforcer. We need to have that song as our morning anthem for the program Go Wiki. So you got a lot of very committed grassroots fans here on the program, Wiki.
Oh, I appreciate all my fans. I appreciate all my friends. I appreciate this community and the program. The program works. We all know that.
Namaste.
So I hope you guys have a great night, and I love you all. And have a namaste. Have a namaste,
Wiki.
Walk and roll,
Namaste to
people.
you. Wow, what absolutely a wonderful call. What a treat to speak with Wiki at length. And also, again, I know I say this a lot, but absolutely tremendous song. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you?
Mish.
Mish, welcome back to the program. How are you tonight, Mish?
I'm good. What's up?
Oh, it's great to hear you. I'm doing wonderfully. I am absolutely exhilarated by the work and focus of our community tonight, and I'm on cloud nine. I'm feeling very good. How are you feeling, Mish?
I feel okay.
Feeling okay, says Mish. Feeling okay. Is it good okay or a bad okay? What side of okay are you on? Or true
It's
neutral?
just like
What'd you say?
it's just like fine, you know?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I only really ate mac and cheese today.
Okay. So honestly, you're doing pretty good for having only eaten mac and cheese in the span of an entire day.
Yeah.
So if you only ate macaroni noodles and cheese, now was this Cheer 100 from Phil Z, Communal Vision? Mish, do you ever waste other people's time by putting phony cat poop in roommates' beds?
Yeah, but it's real. It's real cat poop.
Yeah, real cat. Okay, interesting. That is, I can 100% confirm that.
Real cat shit, and it's still wet.
Yep, 100% real cat shit that I find in my bed that I know the cats aren't allowed in my room. I don't know how they would even get in my room. I have a very elaborate door system so that they don't get in my room. And then, but then I still, nevertheless find cat shit. So I know my old roommate Mish is up to, some very nasty tricks as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
Okay, so yeah, people say fun. They're having fun that you said that. I'm not. So I want to go over this diet with you, Mish. We got mac and cheese as the sole sort of sustenance in a day. Now, is this at the very least? Was this fresh mac and cheese? Were they fresh noodles or maybe organic real cheese?
No, they're frozen.
So this was frozen. A convenient package. Did you have to peel off the plastic film and everything?
Yeah, like Stouffer's.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sure. Yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah, it's that.
And so after all that, after eating only Stouffer's mac and cheese all day, you're here parked at near the end of the day, and you're still saying I'm okay.
Yeah.
Wow, resilience. The resilience of women everywhere.
Macaroni and cheese, like the first meal of the day. I wouldn't call it breakfast because it was afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Then I guess I did have ice cream at like 5, and I just microwaved some more mac and cheese like an hour ago. So,
No, I think what you do to your body is absolutely, some people would look at it with shock and deep concern. I don't. because I know what you're capable of and how resilient you are, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. You sort of master that first step of the program, relaxing, by just absolutely dragging your body through the experience such as what you described tonight. And I think it's really inspiring to me to watch that feminine strength sing so brightly.
Thank you. I mean, honestly, my body feels fine. It's like fine. I'm just kind of tired now from lots of carbs.
Feeling fine. See, I think there are some people who would do what you did and probably curl up, cry, piss, shit, nosebleed, all manner of things.
Yeah, that's fine. That's not my problem, though.
Wow. For he looked in the mouth of God and saw the strength of the woman and wept. Sidewalk Enforcer, Communal Vision. I'm leaving for the night, but before I leave, I just want to say I just shit on Misha's bed. Ciao.
Uh-huh.
That's
There's
so
no
funny.
one in my room.
Namaste to you, Sidewalk Enforcer. Thank you for those bits, and thank you for that. Thank you for those chistes, as they say in Spanish-speaking countries. You are very chiste. Thank you for chiste, or something like that. I think is how you say it properly. And while we have you on the horn, so to speak, Mish, we're talking about wasting time. Now, do you have any experience with this or have any insight into wasting time, Mish?
Oh, yeah. I waste my own time all the time. And I feel like I just have ideas of how to waste other people's time.
Phil Z with the Communal Vision. I'm imagining Mish lying in bed surrounded by empty Easy Mac containers and fingers covered in orange powder.
No, not the powder, the sauce.
The sauce.
The powdery cheese isn't it for me.
Yeah.
I need the gooey stuff.
The lady's all sauced up.
I've got a saucy mac and cheese happening.
We got a saucy woman. Hassan Pfeffer, mac and cheese contains no milk, says Hassan Pfeffer. Can you confirm this?
That's great news.
What?
That's great news.
Something to check out. I don't think so. I think that there is milk in cheese, and I think that's actually inaccurate and a dangerous thing to say.
No, I believe them.
No, I don't. I think that's a literally dangerous thing to just say out loud.
We'll just agree to disagree then.
I guess, whatever. Now, talk to me about wasting time. You waste your own time.
Yeah, if I don't have anything to do in a day, I just sit on the couch and stare at my phone and just scroll. TikTok is an insane way to waste time.
Okay, interesting. And what if we're looking for a new way to just absolutely waste our time and really reinforce that our time has no value in our hearts and minds? What kind of things can we expect to see on TikTok that would teach us this valuable lesson?
There's like a bunch of people really mad at...
Mad?
Yeah, people get mad on the internet a lot for like really stupid reasons.
What are people on the internet mad about?
They're mad about really anything you can think of. Like if you say that you're wearing like a certain shade of lipstick or something in a video, there's going to probably be someone eventually who's just like, actually she lied and that's not the color and I have the receipts to prove it. And then there's a whole scandal about it, you know?
Wow.
Everyone's mad at you about lipstick.
And someone who gets mad like that, are they paid to do this? Is this like a cultural thing? Why do they do this?
I don't know. I think it's just part of being online.
Wow. And can you think off the top of your head, Mish, now that I've got you here, relative authority on something like this, Night Year with a communal vision, this isn't Mish, and I have the receipts to prove it.
Prove it.
What are the receipts? Post the receipts. Listen, if we're gonna stir up shit, let's stir it up. Let's shit in the crock pot, close the lid, put it on low for 8 hours, and see what happens. Now, Mish, relative authority on wasting your time in this manner, can you enlighten me? What else are people mad about on the internet?
They're mad about
or TikTok specifically, maybe.
They're mad about 12-year-olds using skincare meant for mature skin, and I'll agree with that. That's fucking weird.
So you even get mad too?
Yeah, I get pissed off. It's like the biggest way to waste time is to get mad at shit online.
I love that. And I love how
there's nothing you can do about it.
Nothing. Absolutely
and no
nothing.
one's listening to each other.
Kind of just like it's like chewing on tinfoil.
Yeah, but sometimes it just feels good to like reply to a comment and just call someone fucking stupid.
Have you done that ever?
Totally.
And we have been rated. The Luke Man rating us with a party of 26. Namaste to you, Luke. Shout out the Luke Man. Mish, hold on one moment while we get some energy going for our new guest. Shout out Luke Man. The Luke Man, not a Luke Man. Pay attention. We're talking to and about the Luke Man. Namaste to you, Luke. Now, Luke is, of course, jazz handing with whatever comedy guests that he had on that program. Wonderful program, interactive, fun and funny, casual and inviting. Namaste. If you don't follow the Luke Man already, join me in following the Luke Man. In fact, I'm going to unfollow right now. Yes, unfollow, and then I'm going to refollow. Add some pop. I'm going to add a pop. Add some pizzazz to that queue of events that he checks, and because he'll see some excitement there. So namaste to you. Namaste and welcome to the program. Bless each and every single one of you here who have graced us with your presence. Right now we're discussing, within the program of Exploration, we're discussing tonight how to waste time, our time and the time of those around us. We have a caller, very committed explorer, my temporary roommate, Mish, is on the horn right now, taking us through her favorite way to waste time. That is to go on TikTok and get mad at shit. And Mish, let's plug back in. Have you ever gone to the comment and just said, you fucking idiot, or something like that?
Yeah, totally.
When was the last time? Do you remember?
It's been a while. Maybe I'll do it tonight though, because it does feel good.
And what kind of video are you looking for in particular? In the back of that lizard brain that's just kind of sticking its tongue in a light socket or something. What kind of video are you looking out for to share a message like that?
Maybe I'll look up like a family channel. Like those people that just post their kids, and their kids are like the star of the account. Maybe I'll go talk shit in there.
Talk shit. Yeah,
you're fucking the dumbest person alive for putting your
nasty
kids
seeds
publicly. Yeah.
I think
people get really mad.
Let's say they have the kid doing a little dance and looking really tired. What's something that you would leave a comment to get people riled up? Do you have an example? Does something come to mind?
Well, if the kid looks tired and is doing a dance, they're probably forcing them to, right?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Well, I'd probably tell them to maybe start hitting the shit out of that kid, make them look a little more energized. I don't know. Wake that little fucker up.
Wake that little piece of shit up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up, little dumbass.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would like to see that.
This is I've seen more charisma at a hospice center or something. You could say something like that. Is this something you could say?
I don't think I would say that, but I loved the direction you were going in.
Okay. Yeah, it feels a little old timey. You gotta saw off the barrel of the shotgun though.
Yeah.
Can't be using all this. You can't be using like a bunch of college word bullshit. You gotta say something truly retarded.
Yeah, I think Twitter's a good place to get really mad and waste hours of time on too.
Oh, that's true. Not quite as a swamp though as TikTok comment threads though. There's something feels.
There's something especially toxic about TikTok comments.
Yeah.
I think because it's a bunch of like bitchy 13-year-olds.
Yeah. Yeah, and,
So
and everyone on
figure
Twitter
out how
feels
many
like they're
people-
they're trying to save the world still or something.
I think the fun thing about TikTok comments is teenagers are just straight up telling people to kill themselves.
Yeah, that's
And
funny.
then on Twitter, everyone's like, "No, you can't say that. It's so fucked up."
I know. Then there's like a struggle session with them because they used a potty word, but letting that fly, letting that rip, finding them somewhere on the internet to let that rip is a really special thing to do,
It's a real
especially if you're
sexy
young.
one. Yeah,
Yeah, and you can recall having done that, right?
totally.
Yeah. Anybody else in chat? Don't say the words
Especially
in
when
the
you're
chat.
12.
They'll probably get us in
If you're
trouble.
like 12
Let me
on
see
the
some ones in the
internet,
chat if
you're
you've
saying
ever
that
done
all
that.
the time.
What was that?
If you're like 12 on the internet, you're saying that shit all the time.
I would say all manner of things, and sometimes I think back and I'm like, oh wow. Phil Z with a Communal Vision. Every time I hear someone say TikTok, I can only think of that Madonna / Justin Timberlake song. Is that sad?
Oh, hell yeah. It's not sad. That's a good ass song.
And a Communal Vision from Stone Monster. You people, just look at you people and what you're doing. That's the best way to get anyone fired up. You
Yeah, if you
people,
use
what
the
are you
phrase
people
"you
doing?
people," using the phrase "you people" is so crazy.
Yeah, it can be spicy. That can be a very spicy meatball depending on the context.
You don't even need to like direct it towards anyone in particular. Someone will have a problem with it though. See, what do you mean, you people? That's what I'm saying.
Yep,
That's
exactly.
so beautiful.
The you people get very triggered up. And if you're wow, I think that's a fun tool to have in the tool bag. Listen, I think you're a relative authority on this, Mish, and I really appreciate you calling in and sharing a little piece of your world with us tonight.
I do have a fun idea that I haven't tried but would like to.
Please share with us.
We're wasting other people's time.
Hmm?
I think it'd be good to make like a dating profile and just arrange a bunch of dates. You can like catfish these people because here's what you're going to do. You make an account, you put in your description you're not looking for anything serious, because the assumption when someone has that in their bio is that they're just down to fuck. And you could choose to go on a date with the people that you're talking to.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, and just not do anything with them at all. Like they could insist on paying for dinner, whatever, and you for sure do not touch each other at all. You do not let that person touch you. They're going to go home feeling so pissed off that they wasted their time on a date with someone who said they didn't want anything serious. Or you could just plan a date with dozens of people and catfish them so you are unrealistically hot and they have no choice but to say yes. And you just stand them all up. You plan it at the same time on the same day for dozens of people, and they'll all be so mad at you at the same exact time because you'll just never show up for a dozen dates. And I think that would be beautiful.
I think so too. I think you're onto something. I think you're super onto something. Seventh Dragon Ball with a Communal Vision. So, a Tinder date with no bang sounds like a vaginal terrorist.
Yes.
Yes, you're right. You're right. You kind of nailed it on its head.
That's the point.
But also, I
It's
love
a
this
waste of
this sort of flash mob of just like fucking losers that you create.
Yeah, you could. Ooh, it'd be even funnier to have a dozen dates lined up at the same exact place at the same exact time.
Maybe, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, get like and have them like, I'll be dressed as this, you dress as this. Maybe. Camille Vision from Phil Z. That was an Adam Sandler movie, 50 Dates.
I've never seen that.
Doesn't she have like amnesia
Or like fucking Alzheimer's,
or
like
something?
she's old or something.
Like her mind's
don't
melting out of her ass, and it's supposed to be cute that he's doing this, but it's just kind of sad.
Or like a TBI.
Yeah.
I don't know that movie. So, isn't there a walrus in that movie? Or something? She's
There should
faking
be.
it.
There should be if there wasn't.
Yeah.
Well, Mish, you've really, I mean, that little nugget that you gave us, I mean, that could really change someone's life. And I want to really appreciate you for being so generous with such a meaty, juicy little morsel like that. Communal Vision from Stone Monster. Snap a selfie with all the losers that showed up and tag it with #GotEm.
Hell yeah.
See, I think this is the kind of collective inspiration that only happens in this community. Makes this community makes what we do every stream very special.
So special.
So special. Well, Mish, you've given more than anything anyone could have reasonably asked from you tonight. Is there anything else that you'd like to share tonight?
I think you're really serving cunt tonight in that outfit.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's it.
It looks cool. Do I look cool?
You look fucking great.
Thank you.
Good job, Leslie.
I appreciate it, Mish.
You look snatched.
Thank you. I feel snatched.
I can't really see your waist, but I just know you're so fucking skinny right now.
I feel like a legend right now. Thank you so much for boosting me up.
You're welcome.
Namaste, Mish.
Namaste.
What a treat. What a delight. What a dessert. What a light dessert. What a lightly whipped cream and a perfectly baked pastry shell. Namaste. Mr. Defoe. Leslie, you look like you're ready to campaign across the desert. Turtleneck Defoe, you're nuts. This is our last caller. You're going to be our final caller tonight. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you?
Hey, it's Phil Z.
It's Phil Z. It's old Phil. It's our old pal Phil. Phil, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. I'm doing super good, dude. How you doing?
Wonderful. I'm doing wonderful. Just closing out the evening, an extremely productive session tonight. I feel as if we really put our minds together and really clarified the topic of time and wasting it.
Oh, it's beautiful. It was
It
gorgeous.
has been. It's been gorgeous. And Phil, do you have something lodged into the chamber, or are we going to play a little jazz with it tonight?
Well, I had some retorts to earlier callers this evening.
Okay. So you're keeping a list. Let's go.
So, well, I'm checking it twice, and I'm not Santa. I'm Krampus. So the earlier caller who said, let's remove the walls from bathrooms, dumbest idea ever.
Okay.
Stupid, fucking dumb. There's so many things wrong with that idea, okay? And my thing is, one of my biggest wastings of time is sitting on the toilet, because it's the only place that no one will bother me, because I'm like, there's poop streaming out of me. And that's how I go to that room, and if you take down the walls, then what do I have left? That is my one sanctuary in my house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I've got dogs, I've got cats, I've got kids, I've got wives, I've got uncles, I've got all these fucking people in my house.
Yeah, uncles.
Absolutely not. It's a time-honored tradition where men sit and on the toilet they can read sports. They can, usually they bring the paper, right? You remember those movies where they bring the paper and they'd be sitting there reading the paper, smoking a cigar?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Except me, I'm just, doing a vape pen with my iPhone. I can't ruin that. We could never end that. So that's my time waster.
I love that. So, and you're on an edge. You're speaking to us from an edge. I'm imagining like your trigger finger just kind of twitching as you detail what's at stake when we're discussing removing bathroom walls.
Well, I don't think it's reasonable, honestly. There's no benefit. I mean, what is that, like 3 inches of drywall actually going to ruin your day? Just put it there. Put a door there. Come on. There's a reason we have doors.
Yeah.
Let's not take steps backwards in humanity, right? It's kind of silly.
Okay, so point taken.
One thing I wanted to ask you, though. Can I ask you a question?
Please.
So I was wondering if the time wasting, is it something I'm supposed to like? Or is it something that I am not supposed? Because there's a lot of time wasting that I don't like. Because a lot of the people who are calling in are like, oh, I like to waste time like this. There's a lot of things I don't like about wasting time.
Well,
so
that's
I just
the
want
whole.
to make sure it's supposed to be something I like. Yes.
No, that's the whole point.
Wait, what?
It's
like
if you enjoy it, then technically it's not a waste, right? We're talking about just disrespecting yourself and your time. So we're looking for something that just sucks to do.
Oh my God! All right, there you go. So I can tell you one thing: trying to please your wife is definitely a waste of time. And I'll tell you, this is
what's
the
a waste
worst.
of time?
Trying to please your wife.
Trying to please your wife.
Especially around the holidays. You can buy her diamonds and pearls, boy or a girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just buy. You could buy them whatever, and they'll be like, here you go. Yeah, that was $500. Oh, sit on the ground.
Wow.
It doesn't matter. It's a complete waste of time.
So we're talking, if you're looking to really kick it into overdrive very quickly, we're talking about checking in with one of your most important foundational and intimate relationships and just really putting your best effort, letting it smash up against the rocks of her mental state and watch it, your best intentions just completely evaporate. This is what we're talking about?
So I just shop at Five Below. I shop at Five Below. Everything's $5 or less. I just go in there, I clean up, I just load up the cart, and I wrap them. I'm like, hey, you got me so many fucking presents. But there were $30 of bullshit.
Communal vision from Night Year. Phil, it just takes a little tongue. So what I think Night Year is referring to is eating your wife out. Now, is this something that you have done or do?
We've covered this before. I don't know if you remember. This is more about the social family effort during the daytime hours. Because, 90% of your life is not having sex or sleeping. You actually have to spend time with these people. This is what the unmarried people don't get. Okay, it's not all about sex. You have to spend way more time not having sex with the partner. Okay, I'm sorry. Don't. Someday you'll learn.
So,
all right. You have to learn how to harness your hatred for yourself during the times when you're not having sex.
Now, Box Chat is backing up. Box Chat is saying, finally someone said it. Now, so maybe, okay, in the spirit of eating your wife out, is this a thing, like, maybe you take that eating wife out energy to other areas. So you take that are you saying that you take that eating your wife out energy to Five Below?
Yep. And I just like haul a bunch of garbage.
So
make it look fancy.
So we can safely assume that the energy with which you go to Five Below to get $30 of merchandise
is
for
like
your wife for Christmas
cunnilingus,
matches, the energy with which you would perform cunnilingus on your wife's vagina.
And she is more satisfied by a big bag of shit than cunnilingus. Guaranteed.
Interesting.
100%.
Okay. I like that.
I mean, she's what they call in Madonna's world a material girl. I think maybe.
Wow. Okay.
Well,
and
so the other
vision
thing
from Stone Monsters, if you just bone real good, they will lay down their life for you, Phil Z.
What if they're a stone cold bitch?
What if they're a stone cold bitch? Not Stone Cold Steve Austin, but a Steve Austin
Now, what are you
like
gonna do?
figure.
What are you gonna do then?
Is your wife?
What
Well,
if they just start going, whatever, nice idea. And you're like,
well,
all right.
someone's requesting that your
Yes,
wife
can't do
call
it.
in so that we hear her side of the of the fence.
She's not available.
I mean, that
I can
sounds
tell you why.
that sounds very ominous the way you said that.
Well, she's just asleep. You know, she likes to go to bed early.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I like pina coladas. She likes walks in the rain. I don't know what to tell you.
You like what? Say it again.
Pina coladas. She likes walks in the rain. You never heard that song?
Oh yes, I've heard that song. What's the
Rupert
ultimate moral of
something?
that song?
You just keep cheating on your wife day after day.
Okay.
It's like the old school catfish. It's like the old school catfish of they put their names in the paper and they go meet at a bar and like, oh, you catfish me. You ever see that? You never heard that song? All right,
I've
never
heard
mind.
this song.
I'm old.
No, I've heard this song. You're not that much older than me. You're not that
and
much
getting
older.
caught in the
Listen,
rain.
so quick. Maybe someone in the chat is inspired by what you've shared. Probably not. But in case they are, New Explorer is saying, "Hey, I'd really like to not just waste time, but waste my life. I'm interested in getting married." What advice would you give them?
Don't do it, or sell it like Kurt Russell. Be like, hey, let's be partners.
Partners. Okay.
You know, they might leave you, but then at least you know they were just gonna like suck up on you like a leech. So that's how you know. And if if you're really in love, okay. Well, after they say that, like try it, and then that's like it was a test. It's like saying, hey, I want a prenup. That was it.
Wow, really inspiring stuff, Phil. I want to thank you for calling in and sharing this bleak message of whatever the opposite of hope is, because we all need to hear it. We all don't want to look at it. We want to pretend like it's not going to happen to us, but you are here, the sort of harbinger of disappointment and low-level doom. So I want to thank you for being so generous.
Would
with
you like
yourself.
to hear I waste other people's time? It'll be really short.
Okay, go.
I like
Yeah,
to
you got about 30 seconds.
Every time you have to drive in the car, just call somebody, right? This is what I'm telling you guys. Just call someone and start talking.
Oh, that's a good one.
And don't let them hang up. And be like, oh, wait, hold on, I got one more thing. And be like, oh, wait, did I go to the store? And just keep talking. I like to do this with my mother because she basically wasted so much of my time when I was a kid by asking me how my day was, right? And I'm like, screw you. It's my turn now, bitch. I'm going to call you and ask you how your day was. So try that out. That's a real fun time. I would definitely recommend it.
Wow.
Also,
love that. I love that.
Before we go, Leslie, and I say namaste, can I get one more inner leg slap in your shorts? Like, that was really attractive. Can you do one of those? But namaste either way. It was just a request.
There you go.
God.
One for the road.
Oh, I love you. Namaste,
to
brother.
you, Phil. Namaste. I love you as well. Wow. Wow. What a wonderful conversation with Phil Z. And we have a cat. Shit Chip. Who named her Shit Chip? Or Shit Cat? Here, we'll do a little zoom. She's slow blinking. Well, namaste to you. Namaste to you, Mish, as well. We've had a wonderful conversation. It's been great to visit with you all and discuss how to waste our time. And just to put a little cap at the end of Phil Z's talk, don't be afraid to resent women, including if you are a woman. Namaste. Thank you. Special thank you to my moderation team tonight. Thank you so much for all the work that you do. And namaste to my special members of Community of Devoted Light. The Patreon.com. Those that support the program at Patreon.com are indispensable, absolutely indispensable, not only financially, but also spiritually. They do so much more behind the scenes, just personally and also communally, through absorbing the exclusive videos and music and what have yous that can be enjoyed there, but as well as adding so much to the backbone of our work here. Namaste to you all. We'll be back Saturday. We're gonna be doing it Saturday night to make up for our missed one earlier this week. But namaste to you. Namaste. Oh gosh, dang it. Thank you so much for joining us, Mish.
Don't forget to unfollow, unsubscribe. You can do a charge back.
No, you cannot. That's not the spirit of that we end on. We have MX started. Well, you've got seconds because we're about to raid Tom Thinks. Fugistic. Namaste to you. Okay, this is here. I'll do a little zoom. Can you see it, MX? Namaste, BJ. Oh, she is slow blinking and purring. Very cute. Namaste, MX. Namaste to you. Well, let's go. Take this energy of light, take this energy of clarity, and let's send it right into the moist womb of Tom Thinks and the project there. Lord knows what they're getting up to. Namaste. I'll see you all Saturday evening, this Saturday evening, with a brand new exploration. Let's get after it. Namaste. See you soon.
So should I do the